Greetings, community. This is Kevin, 1-2 Comic Talk, and it's good to be with you. Hopefully, I'll end up having a body showing up, and yeah. What we want to do is we want to be able to talk about some of the books that we ended up getting yesterday, talk about what books we read, and actually start already looking forward to next week. I expect Kai showing up any moment. Talk about what books we read, and actually start already looking forward. Perfect, and I'm only in hopes that hopefully I'll have a couple guests. So people, those of you out there, if you'd like to jump aboard, hop along, Cassidy, jump on in. The water's warm. Let's see what I got as far as the comments, and it looks like I'm there. So I'm just trying to figure out why. My little comment section. There we are. Cool. So I actually got to read a few things. I'm still in the midst of logging things in on my other laptop computer. One's basically exclusively just for logging in my books. I actually got to put away some things. I got a couple mementos that were given to me by Mr. Charlie Stickney when Kai and I went there for the signing at the Comic Bug in Manhattan Beach. And also there was Mr. Wong Gideon. I end up getting the White Ash book signed, and I unfortunately have not been able to read that. Like I said, I was busy kind of running around a bit today and then logging in the books. I would love to be able to show the community this book, though. I was taken back by the gentleman that presented it, Charlie, and what he had told me. So I don't know. I can't really offer much, like I say, as far as a review, other than I can show you some of the art and what I did see is some of the lettering and some of the other books. It looked really cool. Well, what I was impressed by is the individual I was speaking with, Charlie, had already told me that he had already built this large world. So he had already informed me that the first arc is complete. There's 6 in the first arc issues. He has as much material to basically fill up 10 arcs at this point, which or what he had made mention is he has enough to fill up 60 issues, which impressed the hell out of me. You know, I was like, wow, this is a guy. He's already all in. He's already got all the material and all the ability to be able to do this as far as individuals on board. So he's just making sure. Well, let me get this off my lap. Just making sure that there's enough individuals out there that is receptive to his works. So this is the introduction right here. I know I get a lot of glare because of the type of lighting I use, and I actually pump it a little bit higher, and I probably need to. I make myself really white. But I like the art. I like how everything, like I said, is lettered, depicted. What I noticed is even though the art is smooth and really, you know, it has a nice warm feel to it, because you can see a lot of the oranges and earthy colors that are mixed in, but you also see a lot of contrast in how it's presented, in the sense of it's kind of a gritty tale, from what I'm being informed. Hey, Bank, how you doing? And Long Box. Yeah, this is Scout Comics, and they're doing well as far as an industry, and even Charlie. That's who I'm speaking of right now. Mr. Stickney, who ended up writing this, I ended up going along with Kai to a signing event last night, and you know, he sold me on the book. He sold me on. Right there, I turned around to my LCS as the signing event was happening at, and I said, "Look, I need you to order me everything here so I can go ahead and get this first arc. I want it all." So I was impressed by how it was presented to me and what the context of the material is. I like the art. Like I said, it's odd, and then I don't know if I'm the only one. Please, community, tell me if you're similar. That I personally I find that sometimes lettering can go ahead and really hurt an overall story. So I again, I'll be taken back. Sometimes I'll look at a story. I'm like, cool. I like how it's told, or how it's drawn. Will really affect what I'm reading. But if I'm hung up on even trying to just figure out what I'm reading because of how it's written, I get a little hung up on that. Hey, I appreciate all you guys hanging out. I know it's kind of an odd time. We meaning Kai and I don't have a set time when we go on things. We just sporadically jump on. I know JB just jumped off, and I want to go ahead and speak to you guys. Also, I was hoping that Dylan will jump on. I know he's got a few things that he has to do. There are a few announcements that we want to. Well, there's definitely one announcement I want to make, and I know that Kai and I are in the works of a few things. We're talking to a few people as far as artists and creators right now. And what we want to be able to line up is a way for them to talk to you in a way that is not normally shared to the community. Being that we live where we do and have access to certain places and people, we want to, if we can, bring that to you. So, yeah, we're working on that right now. Like I said, being that we don't have a ability to do a set schedule, I doubt that we'll do anything on any regularity other than one of the things that we've been talking about as far as an idea. I don't want to totally, I mean, that is just a rough idea. As far as that is concerned, there is so much to that we want to give to you that I think is just going to blow your guys' brains. But I think it's going to be fun. And the first big thing that, if I may regress, Kai and I have always enjoyed going to the local shops and hanging out with upcoming artists and creators of the sort. So the first one that Kai and I decided to build the show around is we went to the Golden Apple in LA, and there Mr. David Boer was doing a signing for his release of Canto #1. It was on the Saturday of which that New Comic Book Day was done. So, release Wednesday, it was already hyped. But Kai and I were interested in the story. And again, this was the first story that my son and I got to share. After the signing event, it was something that we created a memory that we didn't want to go away. So we decided to create the show. Also, that was just part of it. The other part is we had such a good time interacting with David that we wanted to share that with the community, in the sense of we want to be able to bring what we had to the community in the way we had it. If we can give you interviews, information, like the way we were receiving it when we were at the shop when we got it. So that's our goal that we want to do, along with, like I said, there's going to be a lot more involved. It should be a cool little show set up within an hour. And if we can, we would like to be able to drop a video of that type once every month. We have the ability right now, because we already have on lock at least 6 artists and creators, with as many as 12 that we could be doing right now. I don't want to really do any of this without Kai. And I know I'm going to be busy. So we're trying to figure all this out. You know what I mean? So that is actually a minor announcement. The bigger announcement is something that I have noticed. Everyone has their own flavor of how they want to do their shows. One of which, in the sense of how someone wants to present the reviews, or how, even how should I start over? There's as many channels out there as the way people like to decide that they want to go ahead and box up, store, or even read their books. They're just numerous. So what we want to do is offer the community something a little bit different and fun by the way certain books are reviewed. And what I mean by that is I'm an individual that I do not like spoilers. I'm that guy that puts my fingers in my ears and go la la la. And I ran away from everyone when they're basically everyone knew that Darth Vader was Luke's father. So and again, that's their own thing. I'm not here to ridicule or even praise. What I'm here to do is say we want, and speaking to Dylan on this, we want to be able to create something that's a little bit different. That if we're going to do a show about spoilers, and people don't mind that at all, we want to go ahead and offer a different flavor of spoilers, something that I've been in contact with just today. My younger brother, his wife. Um, we're going to be bringing in a considerably larger community to this community that I don't think has been ever necessarily tried to been integrated before. And the cool thing is we're going to be integrating communities that are not that different. My half brother, he loves comics. In part, that's what got me back in the comics back in the '87. So if I can explain that, I got in the comics when I was 7, collected for a few years, and then fell out because of life responsibilities, getting older, family situations. And again, I was only 11 years old. But my younger half brother was born when I was 16, and I was left with the responsibility of assisting in raising him. So I had the ability to then find an excuse to get back in the comics, because I wanted a medium for my half brother that we can enjoy. So there was at the time Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, or not Power Rangers, but Transformers, GI Joe. There were things of that type that it was like, oh, okay, you know what? I can expose them to these type of shows, to these books. I can read them to them. So that was me buying all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle adventure stories from back in the day, and they were like only $1, and getting into the turtle stuff and all that other stuff to launch to the point. I fell out of collecting shortly after that. So let's say I was 18. I stopped when I was 22, 23, and then recently got back into it because my son. So to keep it new, to keep it different, to do keep this channel focused on having fun, creating memories with my son, plug in new artists that are up and coming, or smaller indie people that are up and coming, or even if we have that luxury to be able to do some of the larger people, that's great. But what we're looking to do is we're looking to create some new content for you, the viewers, and you, the community, that will go ahead and keep you guys not only watching us, but wanting to do a replay. So that's something that we've been focused of late, is not just to create content that would be a one-time view. Right now, what I'm end up doing is I'm end up just kind of buying a little bit of time. I'm waiting for the individual who just contacted me right now that is saying basically he's setting up, and I end up having to shoot a link out to him. So hopefully he just said, shoot me the link already, and I have no flipping idea how to freaking do that. So let's see. It says plus invite. It says share link. So copy that to a clipboard. So I can end up sharing, just doing this by typing this in. Bear with me, people, because this is going to be slightly painful, only because I really don't know what I'm doing. And I'm sorry about that. But this will all work out nice if you bear with us, because we're going to have some cool announcements that I think you're going to like. And then we'll finally get into the books. The books will be coming, I promise. StreamYard. And then we do this stuff of that. And then that. I know I'm talking to myself, people. I do this all the time. And I have found talking to yourself is not a problem. It only becomes a problem when you interrupt. Excuse me, I was talking. I'm almost there, Dylan. I think I'm one letter away. I think I'm ready to send. I think I did it. So, people, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to start whipping out a few books. So, I know you may have already read some of the stuff, but I end up finally getting all of the Ravencroft stuff. Finally got to read through all that. If you haven't got to read it, and you're into, you read the whole Absolute Carnage, and you're into that symbiote thing, and you're into this whole Ravencroft thing, it is so fucking good. And it does happen in pieces. Whoa. And we end up finding out information more than on Cassidy than we ever knew before. And it seems like it was destined that he was basically to be a symbiote. Are you laughing? Pasting an email? Yeah, I know I'm supposed to do that big, but I'm not. I'm very. I'm an idiot on this thing. What kind of community is it thinking? I tell you what, I swear, Bake, if you give me, if we can get Dylan on here, I will tell you, and we're only talking in a couple of minutes. And I swear, once you hear what we're talking about doing and how we're about to do it, this will allow even people that don't even have content on their shows, but they actually want to jump online and interact with the community that does have content, or they have, how should I say, attributes that are more associated with what we're about to talk about. They're going to have fun, especially. I want to be able to have somehow, because you're talking to an idiot when it comes to this computer thing, but I want to have someone be able to create one of those wheels that everyone's doing. And what we'll be able to do is spin that wheel, and those people will be able to guest appear on the show for what we're talking about doing. It will be a greater interaction between the viewer and the individuals here, and they don't necessarily have to know about the content and what we're talking about. Try to copy by hand. It's longer than it looks, so you have pasted an email from your computer. You know what I did, Bake, is I actually put it into the Instagram message to Dylan by looking at it on screen and just putting it in, character for character. And when I did mail it in or send it to him, it did pop up as a StreamYard message. So he also did inform me that he was still in the process of setting up. So I don't want to make it too painful for you. So let me go ahead and go over a couple of books. And like I said, I recommend the Ravencroft thing. It's really cool. Had a great time. Bake, I don't know if you actually got to see some of the books. I actually put away the other one, I think. That Kai and I end up getting signed. We end up going to the Comic Bug, and Mr. Juan Getty ended up signing this book for me, along with Web of Venom, The Good Son. He ended up working on that too. And I don't know if you know much of Juan's work. He's worked on right now he's Vampirilla and Red Sonja. He's doing a lot of the variant, the high end ones, like the 25s and 50s. And I know he's done at least 3 covers for that. And he did he signed what is that? Well, the thumbnail that Kai and I utilized, that, you know, that's a Venom 16. He actually did that too. That's why I have that signed by him. And then Kai and I, we went to Donnie Cates signing. We had him sign that too. So when I go to LA Comic Con, which maybe at WonderCon, if CBCS is there, I'm going to have him slab that puppy. And cool thing is Kai's not here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end up slabbing that thing, and I'm probably going to give that to Kai as one of his birthday presents, along with when we were at the signing event. Mr. Donnie Cates took the blank cover that I had given him, or had Kai had given him, for Thor #1, and he ended up drawing Mjolnir on there along with signing it. So I am going to slab that also. It's actually just got sent off. I'm thinking about wrapping that puppy up too and giving that to Kai, or giving him the option of which one he wants and where he wants to put it and all that shit. So I'm hoping he digs that. His birthday is in mid-March, so I end up reading, only glancing over, I should say, the Philadelphia. I didn't get to get over all of it, but what I was reading is how receptive everyone is, as far as this book, as far as the people that are reading it, and as far as the shop owners that are ordering it. Overall, around the nation that I'm seeing, shop owners are doing well as far as sales on this. They're not holding on to a lot of, I'm not certain if they're ordering a lot, but a lot of shops are not holding on to a lot of back orders. They tend to sell through their lots. So, just speaking of Kai. Hey, Kai, what's up, son?
Do you want in and out?
Sure, I'll take a double with cheese, no pickles, no onions.
Yeah, you got it.
Hey, by the way, if you're on your phone, go ahead and pull up YouTube and watch me on live stream.
Yeah, I'm listening to music.
Oh, okay. Well, you can listen to music and watch me on live stream.
Yeah, all right.
We need the viewers. All right, bye. So I just ordered. Kai's on his. Actually, he's at In and Out, and he's getting a double. So yeah, food's coming, man. Also, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like I said, I have not been able to read everything I wanted to. I got to read the Ghost Spider. I don't know if you got anybody out there is reading Ghost Spider, but yeah, I wasn't on board with the whole wolf thing, but now that this arc is kind of building up, and we're now going to issue 7, and the way this is developing, finally Ghost Spider is really starting to pick up, and I'm digging it. I really like the Ghost Spider. I think the books I really am digging about, that are kind of under the radar, no spec, not a lot of people are talking about as far as you have to buy it, is Black Cat, Ghost Spider. I would also say, damn, what's this other one right here? Oh, Doctor Strange. You know, that one's kind of a mid-level in the sense of you hear people kind of talking about it. So I started bringing out a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, but what I want to show you is this cover instead. This is, I believe it's a 1 in 10 of the Doctor Strange, and 1 in 10 ratio. I like this cover. I'm a huge fan of Mr. Wade. He writes some cool stuff that, it might be because I'm older, but it's things I like in the sense of the way he presents a story, how concise he's able to deliver a message. If he wants to be vague, there's reasonings behind it that he's purposely setting things up that you can tell that it's being set up and isn't just some arbitrary line thrown out there just as a filler. I like that. I like how well it's written. I like how it's presented. If you want me to crack this thing open, I will actually show you a little bit of art. Just give me some thumbs up and I'll do so. But I can't say enough about the story in the sense of the older story of Strange didn't do the storyline justice, in the sense when you start playing with the mystical art stuff and you get into all that magical stuff, it's a gamble for the writer, because if they can do it well, they're going to be looked upon as a very well writer. If they can't do it well, it's noticed quick, and they tend not to have the series go that long, or they make these arcs that are really quick because it's not it's almost like team writing. It's not everyone's forte. You have to have that ability to do it. So if you are of a mindset that you're a little more pragmatic about your writing, it's difficult to switch a gear and maybe go into this mystical realm of being able to go out in a fifth dimension or whatever. I All right, big. So that's why I'm a big fan of this new series, is because it's playing with both science and magic, and you're starting to understand why you can't intermingle the two that much without certain repercussions. Um, and again, like I'm saying, it's nice, it's concise. You have an understanding why, and look at the art comes across almost elegant, but with some ferocity, if that makes sense. You can see the strokes, you can see the color, everything's vibrant. But when it comes to delivering the intent of the message of what's going on, it's bam. I mean, it sticks you. It hits hard. And there's stuff going on. That's why I say I really haven't got to get into this thing. I got to check it out to see if the continuity was there between the first book and this book. As far as when I do research about a storyline, and I'm in as far as what I can read about the research. Hey, Mark, how's it going, man? And Baked, I appreciate you still hanging out. I tend to end up buying 3 issues, so I'll buy the first 3 issues to give something a legitimate amount of time. Because if you're sitting there always saying, "Look, if it doesn't hook me on issue 1 or by issue 2, I mean, that's kind of short sighted for me." I'm of an individual to say, look, if you're setting something up, especially if it's an ongoing series, I'm going to give you time. I will give you 3 issues to allow yourself to establish a character, or plural, an area, or plural, or something that is, it's obvious that there's some significant that's going to be developed. So I'm willing to give you a few issues. So that's what I do. Is that as far as this is concerned, I've already bought issue 1. This is issue 2. I already told my store to grab me issue 3. I look at Golden Apple Comics, and right now they have already put up all of April. You can now look, and I don't know if you guys look, but April has 5 comic weeks in there. April 1st and all the way through the 29th. So save up. And right now, they've already put up basically all the lists of the majority of the books that are out there. You can go ahead and go to Apple. You can go to their site. You can pull up every week and then check out what's being offered. So I tend to do that. It allows me to go ahead and pre-plan what I want. And in the case of like something like this, this whole Empire thing, initially I bought the Marvel 1000 along with Incoming, prepping up for this whole Empire thing. After the previews came out that I got yesterday, after reading everything that I saw that came out the day before on Golden Apple site, there's no way I'm jumping on this story. Way too much. Hey, Tom. Appreciate you hanging out. I don't know if you guys got to see, but this whole Empire is going to be Empire with issues of 0 and 1 through 3 and 1 through 5. It's going through the Avengers, Fantastic Four. It's going through Spider-Man. It's going to make, wow, look at Strange. Already up to Strange 5. Like I'm saying, I'm in. I'm definitely in. This is, all right, so I'm already pre-buying up to 5. But after looking to see what this whole Empire thing, it's going to make this whole Carnage event, the Absolute Carnage event that happened last year, that took up about 3/4 of a box of mine because I bought every tie-in and I bought at least 2 issues of each book. I know that's me. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I just so because of that, there's no way that I'm going to buy into this. I'm trying to find where it starts. This Empire thing. It may start in the beginning. Whoa, is that a slot thing? Damn it. Yeah, Dan Slot's going to be involved in this too. And I'm going to another signing event not this Saturday, but next Saturday with him at it and Ramos. So yeah, this is it. So it starts off the previews of Empire. All right, that goes in the previews 1. I've already bought 2 books of it. I will keep it. I'll allow it to tickle me, but I ain't gonna get crazy. What I'll probably end up doing is I'll end up doing maybe a spec buy or 2. Don't tell Kai I said that. We never talk spec stuff. So yeah, that goes for a few pages. So this whole previews right here of this is they're giving you. I mean, the art looks cool, and it is going to be Cosmic Ghost Rider and all that's going to be in it. But my snivel is that I calculated it to be something like 71 books or something like that was if you bought all the tie-ins to everything. I don't know if you can see Empire 1 of 6 and then Empire 2 of 6. And that was the Avengers. And then I mean, again, a lot of the art looks cool. I can't. Yeah, I you know what? That's smart. Avoid that Empire like the plague because it will financially break you from what I'm seeing. It's like I said, it's tied into the Avengers, Fantastic Four, multiple copies. I mean, they're going like I said, it was at 1 through 6, and then these are the 0 copies. Spider-Man 1 through 3, the Avengers 1 through 3, the handbook, the lore. It doesn't stop. And my only, I think I end up already getting the handbook, if I recall. I think that was something I did pre-order, not knowing how extensive this was going to get. You know, it's only because again I end up getting a killer deal, something like $2.39 for the first 2 books that I end up getting. So it's like, oh fuck it, but not if it's going to keep doing this. And like all the tie-ins, Fantastic Four 21, X-Men 10. Like I said, it doesn't stop. So I'm voting with my wallet. I quit. I'm not going to do it. So moving on though, what I am going to do is I'm going to maintain some of the things that I like and go with those, which is, like I said, Ghost Spider, Black Cat. I'm digging the turtle thing. I've been playing with the turtle stuff for a while. I think I jumped back on a board like around 92. I'd have to go back through my books. And if I like a book, I will buy it for a cover. I'll buy a second book or even a third if I like the cover and I like the book. But if it's just strictly a cover buy, I don't do that. If there's content to back up the cover, I do that because now I feel like I'm assisting the artist in some regards. So as far as the turtle thing, I've been buying 2 covers. And if I actually get to meet an artist, like in the case of Eastman or Cena Grace was over at Brave New World, or the writer, what was it, Parrot for the crossover for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers. I will then buy up more because then I'm trying to give one out, or like my son's friend Sam. You know, I like to bring him along, so I don't mind buying one for him, and also sharing that experience with someone else outside of just you know, me and my son. Whatever I can do, it's a whole karmic thing. All right. I've already bought the other weapon, and so I end up buying this weapon. I don't know if you guys are doing if anybody out there is in the communities is doing symbiote type stuff. I'm a huge symbiote fan, and I had to buy this copy. I already bought the A and B, and it's coming to me. I ended up getting a good deal on that. I buy most of the stuff as far as our pre-orders through discount comic book service, and then I end up filling in the gaps at our local comic shop. So I'll buy a certain percentage at Jeffrey Comics, another percentage at Comic Bug, and then when there's other events happening, I'll go to places like Golden Apple. I love Mega City One. They always give me a killer deal. When I received my shipment, my pre-orders from Discount Comic Book Service, they always give me the bags that are current size bags. I don't use current. I end up using Silver Age, but my other shop down the street, they end up using modern, and I don't mind using moderns. So if they give me the free moderns, I take them. But if I have to get my own book, then I end up using, I don't know if you can see the difference right there, but that is actually, oops, there we go. That is the difference in size. And you may need to say, well, is that really significant? Well, like I said, this is a modern size bag. Current size bags, you will not see any white around the outside. If you're not seeing white on the outside of your bag of your book, you're wrapping your book. And if it's a thicker book, anything over 42 pages, you're curling it. If you have too large of a bag and you tape it too gentle, then you can get movement in there. And depending on how you stock your books, if they're too loose, you can get color rub. If they're too tight, and they're you can also get that color rub, but it's usually when you're grinding the board down the face of the comic, if that makes sense. Why I'm going through all this? When I get my bags and boards from online, I take them all off. I take them to another shop, Mega City One. I give them all those bags and boards. I end up buying my own silver ones, and then I get to rebag them, and they knock off $1 per fucking book that they sell me or more, just because I give them a 10 or 15 cent bag. Talk about customer service. Talk about caring about your people. Talk about a shop willing to work with you. I mean, these guys are awesome. So that's Mega City One in LA. So yeah, I ended up buying this. I want to show you a couple things. There's a guy in here. His name is Ryan Cady. He ended up doing this book is kind of broken down into two different areas, and if you read, man, this is so fucking cool. So the weapon 4 aspect is written by Benjamin Piercy. The weapon H aspect of it is written by Mr. Ryan Cady. All right. They approach their stuff two totally different ways. But what I'm getting at is how it worked out seamlessly. I mean, I don't even know if these guys know one another, but the way they end up throwing their stories in there, this is all setting up. Again, you'd have to read the other weapon book, but it's setting up that they're developing something for later on. And I have a feeling that hopefully we're going to see it around summer. That's what I'm guessing. Yo, I'm backstage. Hey, I was spacing out there. Let's bring in
spaced out. Fuck. I've been sitting back here.
How long were you there?
I'm just clowning, not a half. I've been sitting. I was going back and forth, so it didn't even matter. Yo, I had all the bullshit PayPal stuff going, so I made one for myself, and I just got my first donation ever.
Sweet. Congratulations.
Yeah. I gotta figure out the little niches though to see how I'm gonna get like if I'm gonna just have the money in a PayPal account or if I'll have it like sent to my bank account or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I gotta figure that out because I told you they like closed my bank account out for no reason. I had money and shit in there and they just closed it.
I would recommend, hit up one of these guys that, like a Rod or a JB that does this stuff,
Yeah.
or even Perry. Hey, if any of you guys are out
You
there,
ever
Perry
heard,
or someone,
you ever heard of PayPal Cash? Because that's what it was like. Put it through, like to accept it there, like send it to. Hold on. It was like transfer it to your bank or keep it in PayPal. Let's set you up with PayPal Cash so you can send or spend money from PayPal, which I might do that because then if there's something on the pop-up shop, I can actually send shit through PayPal instead of having to like put money. I can just keep it on a PayPal. I think I might do that. I just probably
I,
have
I
to set
would I
it
would
up.
definitely suggest that, and maybe even diversify and see if you can do a Venmo. I don't know if Venmo will assist you too or not, but just if you have it in one way, I mean, I would say what you said is probably the best method. But hey, Mike. But yeah, I'm really ignorant of this stuff myself. That's why I got to hit up these guys and figure it out. But I just figured I have so long to go. I don't have to. I got way long to think about this. But hey, I've been kind of waiting until you jumped on until we actually kind of made an announcement of what we were kind of talking about,
Yeah.
which was basically, to those of you who are watching, Dylan and I were talking about reviews. And I was talking to a friend of mine months ago about there was a reading happening. And I wanted to kind of incorporate the two. So after watching Perry and inspired by also Perry's show last night, what we'd like to do is have what we would, I think a good name for it would be Thursday Thespians. It would be considered a comic reading. And I think what we can do is get together certain people and try to pick books that come out on Wednesday that people are chomping on the bit to have a review on. And instead of just doing a review, we will, however we figure it out, build a wheel, put our names on there, and then figure out who is what character for the book. And then we'll act that shit out. We'll do voice acting for reading comics. So
Hell yeah.
we'll act this shit out for you. We don't know if it'll work, but fuck, it should be fun.
No doubt, no doubt. Yo, what up, Mark? What up, Mad Mike's Comics? What up, Dollar Bin Fodder? Dilly, you motherfuckers. Has found something more interesting on his horn. What the hell are you talking about? No, my bad. I was trying to figure out I got this PayPal set up, so y'all want to send me some money, I'll put the link down below.
There you go.
Kevin's like, you crazy son of
No,
a...
no. Do it, man. Do it.
Hell
What? One of the only things I can actually offer to the community is the fact that, if they wanted to hit me up on how to light, I can go, hey, I can help you with that, and as far as hitting up panels or how you want to do it, I mean, that's something I know, you know what I mean? But other than that, you want to hit me up on technical shit as far as like hooking up your computers.
1, 2.
Comic talk. Here's the boy.
I'm home.
He's home.
Look at him. That wild boy.
Hey,
Oh, he's bouncing off the
my
walls.
pekin'. Woo! Here's a burger.
Thank you, boy. Sweet. I got food. So,
And I got energy.
oh, and the dog's hitting me up for food too. So, Dylan, did you actually get to finally read anything or no?
Yeah, I read all my books Wednesday.
Did you really?
Yeah, I read them all. I read that Hexagon last night, which was amazing, bro. Horn equals phone. Oh, that's what I thought you meant. My bad. Yeah, like I said, I got this PayPal situation going on, but I might start. trying to debate. I was reading a little previews of that Usagi Color Classics.
Oh, you were reading it?
Yeah, the previews.
Huh. Oh no, it's this one. Here
Yeah,
we go.
There we are.
the other one wasn't bad though. It don't matter. I might finish some Lock and Key tonight on my phone. But I might start Gideon Falls. I don't know. I just got sent a graphic novel from Source Point Press, a book called Parallel. So I might check that out. It seemed like a black and white book in a way. Let me see.
I like that.
You like it?
Well, I like black and white stuff. If it's done right, Sean Alexander does black and white really well.
Yeah.
We were reading a book. What was that? Gabriel, which is done by a guy, one of our local artists.
Yeah.
And it's fucking done really well. You know what I mean?
How is the next issue out?
No, it won't be out for like another month. I know.
There's so much shading and stuff.
And that's the thing is if it
has like a insane
gritty
looks like
feel.
It needs a lot of time to be made.
Grab me a plate, dude, man.
Huh?
Grab me a plate.
Yeah, okay.
Some ketchup. Hook me up.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't mind the black and white. I actually like it. I know some people they hate it, but if it's done right. And then as far as what was that other one that is coming out? My dog's freaking out. She's looking for food.
Hmm.
Is that for the burger or me?
No, my dog's freaking out for the burger. Yeah. Fuck, what were you talking about as far as that one book that we were waiting on next week?
No,
Dude, Mad Mike, I'm so pumped to read Gideon Falls. The only thing I'm pumped about is that once I'm done with it, I gotta figure out how to, because I want to read. Dude, I should have checked. I probably could have got that Ice Cream Man cover for you. My shop had that one that you wanted. You said you missed. I probably could have snagged it, but he never lets me check the table. They're like always on some slow shit, and if they don't have the table set up by the time I'm there, if I ask for the book, he'd be like, oh well, they're still getting it ready, because I was gonna buy the Weapon Plus, and he wouldn't let me see it. It's like, do you want me to spend more money or what, bro?
That's weird.
Oh, the table though, I should have asked him though. I didn't know if you found a copy. It probably sold out though when I called him today. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure Golden Apple will have one, and if we go there this weekend, I'm gonna get one there.
One trick I like to do is actually go like this, because then when you tip it up, your hand is like in a position where it's comfortable.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Have you read Redneck? That Gideon Falls and Redneck are probably the two I really, really want to get into.
I have not.
For Gideon Falls 1, but I need to get into Redneck. I was so bummed. I want to be picking up the single issues because I'm a huge Donny Cates fan.
Yeah.
The art is wild. Dude, I can't. I was flipping through the art, Mad Mike. The art is nuts, bro. Dude, did you see the upcoming cover for next week? Gideon Falls? Hold on, let me see. I was like flipping through the trade. Let me see that. I swear they have it. Or it's like the cover is nasty. I'll pull up the cover in a minute, but let me show, because this is old stuff. So it's like this crazy like skeleton clown type dude. I don't know what. I haven't read any of this yet, but I might jump into it tonight.
What I've noticed about Gideon Falls is that the people that read it, they don't stop.
Yeah. Well, Jeff Lemire, dude, I mean, the guys that are doing this, it's the same people that are on Joker Killer Smile.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's
man.
Wait, what?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's no.
Andre So. Oh, I got that.
So, one thing you probably don't know
exact
about me, Dylan, is I'm a huge I like a lot of the dark stuff. So when it comes to stuff like Philadelphia and Batman Who Laughs, Killer Smile, I'm all into that stuff.
Yeah, I know your dad loves Philadelphia. I almost picked it up, but it was like it didn't. I'm into all that dark stuff.
If you like vampires,
you're into horror.
I mean, I like a little. If it's good horror, I'll like it, but it has to be like decent horror. That's why I usually don't classify the genre I like as horror more dark because they're different.
You gotta watch the old school stuff. The new shit is whack. There's okay stuff here and there, but majority of the new stuff is whack. The old school stuff is what you gotta check out. I know your dad knows the good shit. The only difference from the team on Gideon Falls and Killer Smile is it's Jeff Lemire, Andre Sorrentino, and Jordy Belair on the colors. Dave Stewart does the colors on Gideon, which I love. Dave Stewart, man.
What's Gideon Falls?
It's like I haven't read it yet. I just got the trade sent to me by one of my subs. Actually, my boy Southern Comic Geek. He's actually newer to the community. So if I don't know if he's in the chat, but you guys should go check him out. He's a great guy. And dude, I just threw it out there that I wanted to read Gideon Falls, Redneck, and Oblivion. He's like, I'll send you Gideon Falls, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't have to do that at all. So,
Kirkman, he talks about that.
Yeah.
Even Robert Kirkman talks about it. So,
Yeah. I'm hoping, man, I'm hoping to get Redneck next, and then maybe I'll get into some Oblivion song. I got to get into Redneck, though, man. I should be picking up the single issues just to say fuck it. Like 25, I heard there was a first appearance.
Hey, Christy. Hey, I want the community to know that there is an artist right now, and this individual who is in our chat right now, she is going to be one of the individuals I'm going to ask to do that interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, she what's my dog doing? She does a book called Demon Bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You can find Christy. She is doing a Kickstarter right now.
She also worked on
that Sepulchre.
Mm-hmm.
She does a bunch of stuff, man. Her shit is kill. But yeah, she'll be one of the individuals I'm going to be asking to do the interview that we were talking about.
Yeah.
So when we set all that up, yeah, she'll be one of the first people to jump on board. She was, along with David Boer, she was one of the first people I actually got to speak with and do like a small interview with.
Hey, I'm getting a beer back.
All right. Oh. Dude, towel.
Hey, give me 30 seconds.
Yeah, no worries. So I want to tell the community, Kai just dumped a whole Coke right over all of our power.
My pink lemonade.
So we're just trying not to short out right now, and hopefully nothing.
That was an entire. I drank
Kai,
none of that.
You need to grab a full towel, not
okay,
a bath towel. Wow, Kai.
What happened? He spilled the drinkage.
His whole drink right on the power cord, so I had to turn it upside down. And luckily, nothing blew out.
Yeah,
they were having a good time.
Yeah,
it's a party now.
I literally butterfingered it. I literally got up and the thing just boom.
You better have wet down there too, though.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're gonna have to move this out. Hold on.
Oh no. Dude, it's under the chair.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Zoe.
You know what I'm gonna do right now? Dylan, you keep them entertained. I'm gonna do that. And then
Yo. Should I throw a link down? Go ahead, Christy. Yeah. Definitely, of course. Yeah, we'd love to chat. I definitely will be checking out your stuff. I'm actually gonna subscribe to you right now. Anybody in the chat, definitely. But I don't know if Kevin said, but definitely, yeah. Throw your link down below. Anybody in the chat. So what you got? Anybody read anything good this week? Professional YouTube stream right here. Yes, sir. You know what it is. Dr. Vankman. How's everyone hanging tonight, though, man? I'm excited, though, because I can't wait to read that Gideon Falls. I'm excited. I got my PayPal set up.
when you want to get you back in.
Yeah, Kai's still cleaning up, but we're good.
No worries, brother. You know I handled it.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
When my ADHD pit
In that time,
go wrong.
what I was trying to also do is I was trying to see if I have, which I thought I had. I must grab the wrong box. Yeah. Oh well. Oh no. This is one of Christy's books right here.
Yeah, I told her to drop. She asked if she could drop her link down below, and I said, of course.
Oh, absolutely, Christy. Are you kidding me?
Thanks for asking, because some randoms just do that. But of course, I figured you wouldn't care.
Yeah. No. Like I was telling you before, what I'm trying to do for the community and how I care about them as far as these artists and these creators that are doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
I develop a relationship, I feel, with these people, and I truly care about what they do and who they are. So every
you know how
bit I can help out. You know what I mean?
Oh, no doubt. Hey, you able to give me a wrench? Are you on your phone? You know how to do that?
I'm not on my phone, but I could be. No, I don't know how to do that.
It's just you, like, say you go into the chat, you would just like click my name and it will pop up, like, like a tab will pop up and it'll say add moderator. You just do that.
All right. So
how usually you could, like, if you were to like maybe click on their name and it'll, like, if you wanted to go to their channel or something, you just click on that I put something in the chat, the bottom one. You would just put add moderator. So like if I ever was to throw your link or something down below, they can actually click it. Because without the wrench, see, I'm gonna have to do it for you too when on my channel. I don't know if I did it for you, but I have not heard of a walk through hell, but it sounds awesome if it's by Garth Ennis.
Walk through hell, huh?
Yeah, you just basically Let's see, Kevin Lang, but you would just basically click on. I don't know. It might depend if you're not signed into your account through your phone. If that's like a separate account.
Ah, really?
Because I see you just put your Kevin Lang. You have to be signed into your account, and then you would do it.
Copy that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
They should be more assisted too.
Yeah, because that's what I'm doing. Is I'm actually signed as me.
Well, you might be able to. We're on StreamYard right now, but yeah.
I would have to. I can get out of this and then go to my
Usually you can just switch the account. Like, it's pretty simple with YouTube because I have my other account. I usually sub up to all my buddies like twice with my other account. You know what I'm saying? Just to show double support for all my boys.
And the reason why I end up now I'm on my shit, and the reason why I end up going on to the other account and checking me out is that way I can see if I'm actually truly streaming on a different, as being like a viewer, and I can see my chat pop up. So then I can go, I'm actually active. I'm working.
Oh yeah. I just actually subbed. Hold on, my mom was calling me. I just subbed to you though on my other.
Cool. All right. So then I have to just find you and then hit you, and then I can actually add you as a moderator, right? So where the hell are you? Dylan.
All right. Ciao.
Thanks again, community, for hanging out with us. But as I was making mention, what we're gonna end up doing and having Thursdays. Hopefully, we'll be able to do Thursdays. We'll end up dropping what we call Thursday therapy. We're doing a read. Basically, it'll be a review, and then down the road, what we'll end up doing is we'll end up having, along with these interviews that will happen. I'm hoping to do on average at least one interview a month, but down the road, as many people as I know, and I want to drop them respectively to when they launch certain things, like in the case of, again, using Christy as an example. I would love to be able to do an interview with her, knowing when her book's about to drop, and then have the interview like a good week before FOC, so people know to go ahead and have that number to put it in through Diamond or to go to their LCS and be able to put that in, so people like this can go ahead and get. an order in and know exactly how many people are going to be there, because people like this, they have to. This is all their money. You know what I mean? They got to get these Kickstarter things together, and it's hard for them to judge how much they need to spend and and it's a grind. They got to sit there and promote this stuff. So if we as a community can assist them in any way, that's kind of what we're trying to do.
You see what I meant though? Since you logged in,
That
just hold on to. Here, I'll put something down.
Yeah, put some down. Oh, there you are. And
Because I
then
put the link and it just doesn't show up. So I wonder if Christy.
add moderator. Yep. Dylan Comic Book is now moderator for your channel. That was fucking painless and easy.
I know, right? I
Damn.
couldn't believe when somebody told me that I didn't have anybody as moderators, and they were like, "All you gotta do is that." I was like, "Oh shit, it's simple as hell." That's why I was giving Perry crap.
Well, I've always wanted you. I've always wanted to throw Perry down. I've always wanted to throw JB down. There's, definitely Rod. There's individuals that had helped me start and do this that I want, to keep helping me. Fuck, I need all the help I can get.
It's weird though. I don't know if it. I put the link down before and it wasn't popping up. I wonder if it'll work now that I'm a moderator. So I wonder if it didn't work for Christy.
I don't know. Hey, Christy, if you're still with us, did it work for you?
I didn't see her.
Were you able to drop the link? And then while we're waiting on that, do you read Ghost Rider at all?
I have the first 4 issues. I actually dropped it though after the 4th because I was just kind of. I kind of feel like stupid for dropping it, but I picked up the first 4 issues, and I know the story arc ended there. But it's
we're only on issue number 4 now.
You guys, what I'm saying? I got 1 through 4.
Oh, okay. So you're actually current.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I liked it. It wasn't like amazing enough where I kept it because I actually dropped it.
I mean, you have another first appearance, which we're hearing a lot of, but this appearance is a significant one.
I wonder. I kind of feel stupid for dropping it though now because I think I should give it a couple more issues.
Well, it's still going. You haven't lost anything. The next one doesn't even come out for 3 more weeks. I mean, this one just dropped, so you're current.
Yeah, I'm current for sure.
We've got the whole what are they in limbo now? So we got this whole new ruler of limbo. It's spinning off and allowing Liz to come in, or I think that's her name, Elizabeth, or I think that's or Liza or something like that. It's spinning off. That's going to launch as its own new one-shot thing. I already bought that too, and yeah, I'm in. I'm definitely going to hang out at least for the first 6 on this one, and if it dies down, I'll see. But I think it's fucking cool.
You might have something on your thing where like you can't put links down because I haven't seen any links, and I put the link a couple times, unless that's just StreamYard. And Christie's, I don't see Christie's either. But I put my link down even with the wrench, and it didn't show up in StreamYard. I wonder if you have something with your settings.
That's what I'm guessing. It's probably in my parameters that I probably have it to where like spammy type setups or whatever.
Yeah. I don't even have none of that. If somebody's fucking around, I'm gonna just kick their ass or block them. But I usually don't have that. So it was funny when JB went live for Disco After Dark. These like 3 little kids on Facebook were like, they're like, "Oh, y'all look like crackheads. Y'all look like dogging the fuck out of us." I was getting like pissed. I was like, "Are these some grown men?" And I looked at their profiles. I was like, "These are like fucking like middle school, high school kids. Like just hopped on, just started giving a shit."
Really?
Yeah, it was funny as fuck.
When was this?
Last Disco After Dark, I believe, or the last one that I was on, because I feel like he hasn't done it in like a week. Or you know what? It was when JB was showing. You were on there. It was when JB was showing all the books that Biggie sent him.
Oh, it must have been either right before or right after I left, man. Because I didn't notice that.
It might have been before, but they were doing it through Facebook, so you wouldn't have seen it on the YouTube chat. You would have seen it through the StreamYard chat,
right?
Because most of the time I'm looking at the StreamYard chat, And if I see somebody say something, then I'll go to my phone and I'll type something, you know?
Right. Oh man. Yeah, you made a mess there, boy.
I butterfingered it.
I read the previews for Usagi Color. It was enough to make me want to get it.
Oh yeah, you think so? Good. Yeah,
Very
it's
dope.
again it's definitely different, meaning it's not like a lot of other books that are out there.
So that's like reprint classics. But the new stuff, is this a new story? Or is this like in color?
No, those are new stories. And yeah, that's why you were
The
saying you
one
were
I'm
totally
getting
into
now.
it. And I understand why.
Yeah. I'm kind of bummed because I
they're
thought it was going to be 3 issues. I should have gave it a better shot. Because issue 2 went
you
to
still
friggin' printing, so I probably can't track them all down. And it's just going to be
No, you probably can. No. At my store, they're still there. I know
I-
after issue 3, a lot of people died off.
Yeah.
I know that the story arc, I believe, is the first 6. And and if you want, you can also do the Perry method, man. You can probably find it in a trade. Not, I want to say there has to be a trade right now since there's like 3 different type of issues going on right now.
There's no way Perry's doing trade. He's got that. That's one he gets the single issues of. I know it. Unless he did for that, I swear he gets like all the covers and shit for that.
Does he really?
For
He's a bigger fan than I thought, man.
He's
Yeah.
nuts about Usagi.
Huh?
That's why I said it. Like, you guys have been kind of always talking about it. I'm like, oh man, nah, you kind of got me to want to check it out again.
That it's because of the same. It's in that time era, like I was saying before with the turtles. Usagi came out in that same time. Take care, nuts. So I guess it just the two correlated with one another. It was
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna share something. You'll see it pop up and just add it. This is that Gideon Falls cover. There's actually 2 of them I want to show you. This is the main cover by Sorrentino. You'll see it pop up. You just add it.
oops! I just accidentally removed. There we go. Add.
Isn't that wicked though?
That's fucking cool.
What do you think of that, Kai?
Wow, that looks interesting. Yeah, I like the cover. I like how he's like filled with. I like the grin too.
Yeah, that's like that's like, what does it say? I don't know who it is. It's the Laughing Man, face to face with the Laughing Man. That's dope. I can't wait to read this shit. I probably will be reading it. And you want to see the other? Here's the A cover or the B cover.
Well, where are they at? What issue are they on?
That's 21.
That's what I thought. They're pretty deep. We're now like, what? This is the 3rd arc I think they're in, right?
Probably. And this issue 21 is the end of the story arc too. Here,
That's what it is. They did like a series of, I think it was like an 8, a 6, and now a 7 or something like it did. Yeah, we would have to do it as a trade, Kai. There's no way I'm going to try to go back and get those things.
I don't think you'll be able to, but get this, bro.
I know.
Start off with this. First 6 issues, $10.
Just
Really?
Just get the trade.
First, yeah, dude. Here, I showed you the B cover.
I think
I'll check it. Hey, Chrissy. I just so you know too, I sent you. Why don't I send the link to you? Yeah, go. Are you Chrissy? Are you talking to me for the link? You could send it Dylan's Comic Book Rants for IG, or send it to Kevin and he could share it. Either way. But if you want to follow me on IG, I would definitely love to check out some more of your work. I mean, if Kevin's praising it, I definitely will be checking you out. So yes, if you want to follow me on IG, I'll follow you back and I'll check some of your work out. Maybe send me a PDF or something and I'll review it.
Yeah, you will.
You know I will.
And Christy, we're really looking forward to your new work, and I've been following your shows when I can. When on her, she does a pop up. She got ill there for a little while, so she wasn't able to do her normal lunch hour show. She does this pop up lunch hour thing, and she got so busy between work, her lunch, her health, that she just had to take a little break, get healthy.
Yeah,
she's
of course
getting back out there, and she's doing it again. So I want to go ahead and not only shout her out, but I want everyone out there to know that she's back out there. Also, you have to understand that she has a spectrum. So what you get in one book is not what you're going to get, let's say, in
Yeah.
a typical book that I had, which is going to be different than another one. So she's an individual of a lot of flavors, super intelligent. So you're depending on what you are into is definitely what you're going to get. And what I mean by that is do a little research before you decide to buy what you're going to buy, because it may just shock the hell out of you what you get.
Did you see that? I think Garth Ennis is relaunching The Boys.
I heard a rumor, but I wasn't able to substantiate that. No, when did you just hear this?
I heard it the other day, and I believe it's gonna be. I could pull it up. It's a new story arc. Did I hear? Pull up that. Hit that thing again for the B cover.
Yeah,
Check that puppy out. It's not. I don't know if it's as good as the. I like the A cover better,
I
but
like the A cover.
Andre Sortino did the A cover, which is awesome.
Wow, that does look cool.
That does look cool.
Ain't it though? Yo, Mad Mike, thanks again, brother. That is like seriously too kind. My boy, Mad Mike just said he would. He was talking about that. Oh, what was it? A Walk Through Hell. Yeah, Walk Through Hell by Garth Ennis. He's like, yo, what's your address? I'll send it. So that's awesome, brother. I'm gonna have some cool trades to check out. I can't wait. I'm waiting for someone to be like, I got all the redneck trades. I'm sending them your way.
Look, I got that wrench now.
Have you been reading Redneck, bro?
I haven't, and it was you that was talking about it, and it makes me feel like that's what I'm missing out on.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like for Donnie Cates, that's the one. That and Baby Teeth. Those are the two I'm always hearing like big things about. And Redneck just had a big issue come out. I think 25, and they were saying, hey, my boy Southern Comic Geek, he just put a comment down below. Yo, I was just talking about it. I'm actually gonna start reading it probably tonight because I was reading a couple PDFs last night from some independent writers. Man, I highly recommend you guys, if you guys are Michael Moreci fans, dude, he's got this upcoming book called Impact Theory, or this upcoming book from the publishing company Impact Theory. The title is called Hexagon. Dude, it looks so dope. I'll try to see if I can pull up a link to show you guys. Dude, I mean, I don't know. Tell me your honest opinion, Kev. What did you think?
Now, full disclosure, I am a sci-fi fan.
Yeah.
Now that being
I
said,
thought you were. That's why I wanted.
Not only am I a sci-fi fan, I am actually a hardcore science fan. So if the two can intermingle, and there's actually stuff that challenges the individual to sit there and go, wait, could this really be real?
Yeah.
That's me. So if this actually even has a hint of that, I'm in.
Dude, it's got some really cool stuff going on in it. Like a lot of that cool sci-fi, like almost like a Battlestar Galactica vibe going, like with this video game. It's not like this kid's playing a video game, but then there's like something going on where like you see like there's like a world, like this video game is like its own world or something. It's like crazy. It's like so hard to explain. You gotta read it though, man. Like the artwork was nuts. The artwork was fantastic. Seriously, like Jorge Corona is doing the A cover, but yeah, Southern Comic Geek, I'm gonna be reading Gideon Falls tonight though. I keep flipping through it and I'm just so excited, bro. Like thank you once again, man. Like I can't even say enough. Like that and Redneck were like my top 2 Image books I've been wanting to read so bad, and I'm just so happy that I can check off Gideon Falls now. At least the first 6 issues, because I'm gonna be hooked on it.
Brent, he's talking about A Walk Through Hell. Is that also Scott?
That's Garth Ennis. That's the one that Mad Mike said he's gonna send me.
Gotcha.
That's what I was saying, Brett. I've been getting some of my comments were being deleted. I don't know. It's weird.
You know that I did that last night. I made 2 comments last night, and I was like, wait, what the hell? So I think sometimes if
Yeah.
you accidentally leave the caps on, I think that is one of the reasons why
Uh,
you delete it. It'll sit there and
Yeah.
think that you're yelling or screaming or spamming or something.
Yeah.
But I thought it
Let's
was
see
just a
it.
couple of fucked up bad jokes
Okay.
I made.
Here, I'm about to share this page, and I'm gonna show them a little bit of this. What does it say? But it's like Previous Hexagon. It's a sci-fi spinoff of the Consequences of Championships, and it's crazy. This like kid, he's like his dad is like 12-year-old Don defies his father's orders to enter an all-night video game-a-thon and accomplishes the impossible. But is it worth it when his win sparks an alien invasion? And he's like, his dad is like really strict about him playing video games, and that's like all he wants to do. Like he sees all his friends hanging out at the arcade, and so he sneaks out to go hang out and play this game. And it's this game that nobody can beat. And dude, it's just awesome, man. But I like, doesn't that sound crazy? But him winning the game, like, or him playing the video game-a-thon, like when he accomplishes the impossible, is it worth it when he but is it worth it when his win sparks an alien invasion? Like, holy crap. And look at what it says. It invokes 80s flavored nostalgia of Stranger Things. I knew it, bro. I was saying that. Didn't I mention that? I was like, it's like Stranger Things and like kind of like a Middle West story, like style story. Stranger Things with the video game aesthetics. Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh wow.
Like, dude,
Yeah, I'm a Scott Pilgrim guy. I'm a Scott Pilgrim guy
I
and a
love
half.
that movie. This is the Jorge Corona cover.
Oh, that's a trip.
I was actually debating once I found out that, see, it's got the invasion above him too, which is cool. Once I found out that was Jorge Corona, I'm sticking with that because I kind of like this one too, but I don't like
Initially the way you're describing it almost seems like that movie Ender's Game. You ever seen that?
Ender's
The
Game.
book? Yeah.
I don't know.
What it is
Sounds familiar. Look at this artwork.
they train kids in the outer space in a video game. They think they're just in a video game simulation the whole time.
Yeah.
But what they're really doing is they're tricking these kids, and the video game simulation is really they're planning war, and they're planning against an alien race, and that's what the whole video game is. Ender's Game.
Damn, that sounds dope. I'm gonna have to check that out. It sounds familiar. I might have.
Yeah, it's the movie's actually pretty good. And I recommend it.
But
does
this
similar to what you're describing?
does this make you think of like Battlestar Galactica at all? Like, I don't know, man. I was like all these like, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of like Galaga or something. You know what I'm saying? All these fighter pilots like fighting in the sky, and the colors, man, are just so awesome.
You know what it reminds me of? The Last Starfighter.
The Last Starfighter. Oh man. And look, this is like a Queen mothership. This reminded me of like Alien, like the Queen Alien. I forget, like I have to read the book, but this is like part of the video game, and they're like, oh, it's the Queen. I see her like her. Damn it, like that. When I heard that, I was like, dude, he's like referencing like Alien or something, like an alien Queen robot or something,
That's the same thing in Ender's Game.
Okay. So I bet you he is. I bet you I wouldn't doubt because Michael Moreci is like a huge sci-fi guy, and he's huge on all that. So he actually did a graphic novel, which it's an ongoing on Vault called Wasted Space, and that's kind of like his own version of Star Wars. I heard. He sent me the first trade, so I'm going to be reading that really soon. Yeah, I love they like sneak out and they're like, woo, going nuts because they sneak out to play the video, go out to the game-a-thon. Like this boy right here, his dad is really strict and doesn't want him playing video games. He just wants him like building like Gundam models. Like him and his dad build these Gundam models and stuff, and they have a lot of Transformers and GoBot references, which were really funny. But dude, man, it was crazy. I love this, man. Like, it kind of artwork in a way has like an anime style feel to it, doesn't it?
It almost see, this is what I'm starting to see is there's this almost hybrid of classic comics mixed with manga.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
and that's
That's what I was
it,
getting with Fallen Angels, the X-Men book.
yeah. And well, you also see that in Arrow, that whole Arrow whatever was going on.
That's almost manga like.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
It's
that's what we were saying. It's kind of like an anime on page, isn't it, Kai?
Yeah, seriously.
It has a little,
White and red
it's like
backwards.
the faces and stuff. The faces and stuff, but it not like see this one is it I don't get that as much
Well,
with
that's
this
what I
one.
mean. And you can see the
It's here
traditional
and there.
classical there, but when the other things like that, yeah, it's like well, like that Mothership. That's almost anime, like you said.
Yeah.
Well, even like that, or that, yeah, it's yeah.
Dude,
I like it, and I have a wide range of taste of what I like as far as art. I'm not exclusively this or that or
yeah,
that.
I'm the same, man.
But
I can be a
art,
little I can be all over the place, honestly.
the smoothness and the detail and the background of that shit is, that to me, that's pretty rad. When you look at all the depth and the far space stuff, and you still see detail.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool. I mean, look at the planets. Look at the Saturn. I mean, look how small the picture is, and you still see it. That's pretty rad. It's very impressive. Yeah. So what's the name of this again?
Hexagon.
Hexagon. All right,
Very
like
cool.
the shape. Geometrical.
Here. Just so if you guys, this is the main cover by Jorge Corona. So I'm actually gonna get the main cover. Don Diablo presents Hexagon, written by Michael Moreci, but it's Impact Theory who's putting it out.
Okay.
Hey Christy, I just got your message on IG. I just posted the Kickstarter link, so I'll keep that up there for like a second in case. Dude, I think it comes out in March, guys. So if it's something that interests you, I'd get it on your pull. I don't know how popular it's going to be. I know I gave my guy at the store a bunch of requests, and he was like, yeah. He's like, I know you said one of those were like probably not a lot of people were ordering, and he's like, a lot of people started ordering it, so it's probably going to be popular. And I'm like, well, I wish I would have known which one you're talking about, because I might have ordered both covers or something, But
well, that's also the catch-22 because of your popularity. You inadvertently start giving influence to people, meaning people are like, oh wow, I heard this person's talking about this, and I'd like to pick it up, and you don't even realize, like, hey, why don't I get a copy? Well, you're the one that told everyone that book was good. Now we're sold out.
yeah. Oh man. Oh, I just sent Christy too. I just sent you my email on IG, so you could send the PDF there. Dude, that artwork looks really cool though. Demon bitch. That's awesome.
It's a crack up, dude.
I'm
read
excited. I think dude, I'm excited. I think she's gonna send me a PDF for that. Fucking awesome.
She writes a book, that Demon Bitch. That one to me is kind of like, hey Cap, how's it going, man? That I on the flip side, I read this self-help book from a guy named Timber Hawkeye, and it's called Buddhist Boot Camp. And the idea behind it is you're not supposed to read the book. You're supposed to read like a page or two, because that is considered a whole chapter.
Yeah.
And that's what you do. I suggest her book, The Demon Bitch, same thing. You can read through it in just a couple of minutes. Seriously. You can read, but what I find I like to do is I like to read a page or two and then go through the day and see who I can identify with what I just read.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go, holy shit, that's da da da, and that's you'll enjoy it, dude. It's a crack up.
But I can't wait.
You're not gonna get any.
I think she's got Demon Bitch and 2 other titles, she said.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's an ongoing type thing, and she's working on some new characters now that I really dig.
Bang
this
Do either of us read Ice Cream Man? That's one of my favorites. That is another one. I've read the first issue because I got an Image first, like just to read the first issue, because I've heard so many great things. That is another one. I'd say for Image, Gideon Falls, Redneck, Ice Cream Man, and Oblivion Song are the top 4 that I need to get trades, man. I got Gideon Falls the first trade now, so I got it. That's 3 I gotta get now, but those are the big ones you're always hearing about from Image. And I read that first issue of Ice Cream Man. Holy crap, man! I'm so bummed I don't have the trades. I'm so bummed I haven't been on the train and picking up every single issue, dude. Like, what the fuck am I doing? I came to it a little
heard
late
about it when it came out, and I didn't jump on board either. And I'm kind of in the same boat. And you got issue 17, right?
No, I was gonna say I would have picked it up for you.
Oh,
He had it. That's why I should have been just picking them up on like the story arcs, because I think they're almost one-offs. I should be picking them up. Even I just see like once I miss like the first 2 arcs, I'm like, I'm gonna just get it in trade. I should have been reading it. I should have been picking it up though, because I've actually watched the Ice Cream Man horror movie, so I knew what they were pulling. I knew what they were doing. I didn't know they were like one-offs, but I think that they're kind of like, dude, that first issue was so good. Like, I wish I'd been picking up every issue, man.
yeah,
I know my guy at the comic shop. I need to fucking be like, yo, he told me he's been picking up every issue, and I don't think he's even been reading them.
Hey, Chrissy, you see that?
Demon bitch, put it in the box. Dude, I take all suggestions as well, Mike Rogers. There's no, dude, I mean, anyone who doesn't, like, I don't know what's wrong with them, because it's like, what's wrong with taking a suggestion? You know, I literally was taking all these suggestions for indie titles because that's just like, that's what I'm trying to get into. I'm dropping a lot of these big 2 titles, and I'm going like full force with these independent books. So if you guys ever have any dope independent books you guys want to throw my way, or you know what I'm saying, just refer me to, so I can put it on my pull list, I would greatly appreciate it, because you can't always know everything, man. They got so much coming out nowadays. You just can't be on top of it all. You just can't. So it's nice. That's why I wanted to let you guys know about Hexagon, in case you guys haven't heard about it, because you know what I'm saying, like, just to throw it out there, you know.
Well, another one is that I don't know, sticking with Image. You know, I don't know if many out there have been reading Pretty Violent, but it just finished up on number 6, its arc. And
Pretty
after
Violent.
having a brief conversation with Mr. Hunter, you know, he also put in the end of that issue that you know, basically Pretty Violent is just a weekend job. You know, he has a full-time animation job.
Yeah.
So he is going to continue this and look forward in about 3 months. But he's also he's another individual that I'm hoping to do an interview with, and that's an individual I'd like to be able to have on pre-FOC. And you know, and again, another show that we like to put together. Right now, that's one of the things that we're doing, and today is we're not only going over books, but we're kind of go over what some of the ideas that Kai and I have been going on as far as structure and content for the show. So one of the things that Dylan and I were talking about along with Kai is we want to do a review type show where we pick a book. We'll end up reading it that Wednesday, and then Thursday we're gonna basically do voice acting for that book as a way to just kind of concisely go over the book and bring you up to speed and see if you want to buy the series, buy the book, or if nothing else, entertainment. You can laugh your fucking ass off as we do it. The other thing is that we're looking to bring up.
Do what?
I'll re-explain that to you in a bit. But the other thing that we're looking to do is do interviews. We'll do a brief interview, and then after that, go live with the individual that we interview, along with the guest host. That way, we can go ahead and keep things fresh, keep things new, and promote individuals like Christy, you know, with their upcoming titles. So, just wanted to catch everyone up to speed and kind of give you a debrief for what we've been thinking about and talking about. So, as far as more books, and I know I've been talking a lot about how I am not going to do anything on this Empire thing. What I am going to do is, now that I'm hearing what Dylan has to say about Hexagon, I'm definitely going to put that on the list. But you know, I'm a big Spider-Ham fan.
Yeah.
So I've now basically see that Spider-Ham, this is why I want to kind of show Spider-Ham number 5 or number 5.
Hopefully you guys can hear the music, by the way.
is coming out, and it's one of those homages, and that's the 5 of 5. So that whole story will end there, and that's the second time they've actually put out a Spider-Ham book in the past year. Which the reason why I'm bringing all that up with the
That
success
cover is like terrifying.
it's bitching. The success of Spider-Verse, the fact that they brought out Spider-Ham twice, it's possible that they might be gearing up for some type of animation coming out. And I don't mean Spider-Verse 2, but I actually see Spider-Ham coming out and doing his own thing on a regular basis. So who knows?
What is that thing?
I have no idea.
It's like actually pretty creepy, to be honest.
So
I've heard good things about Olympia.
I
Deadeye is one of my favorites. Deadeyes is so awesome, and so is Something Is Killing the Children. I absolutely love it. Blow that up so I can see that, brother.
On Something That's Killing the Children, have they actually identified what the hell it is?
They actually kind of just got into it on the last issue. They get into a little bit more of the specifics. I don't really want to get too into it, but they get more. And some people have been kind of like, I guess they think it's dragging along. I thought that this from issue 4 to 5 dragged along only because it felt like more than a month since we got the issue. But I think that each issue has been awesome, dude. Like well-paced and everything.
Well, this is another one of those books that is supposed to be going on for a lot of issues. It's supposed to be at least like a 50-issue run
but
or
I
something.
think it was supposed to be only a 1-story arc, and then it was so popular that it's turned, like, I think, Tinian was probably like, dude, I got 50 issues in me for this or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's what I heard.
When you see what happens in this new one, dude, you can see that they can go anywhere with this title, man.
Yeah,
They have like a whole, it's like you care if I say it's not, I don't think it's really spoiling it because you can kind of notice from the past issues.
Let's see if I can do a blower.
You ever notice there's always this logo on the back? And then there was that guy that had like a cane. The guy who's like always calling, who's supposed to kind of get like calling the girl, the main girl.
Right.
And he's like the one giving her the job and all that shit. So this is like the logo. And I'm thinking it's like a cult type group.
Well, in clans, when you talk
like
Japanese type clans, they always have some type of insignia that represents their clan. So that, for all we know, that might be it also.
Dude, there was a dope ass cover for this too, man.
Is it this one? Let's see if this is. Oh, wait, you want to see this, right? It's a trip. It's funky, whatever that creature is that's splitting Peter Porker in half. It almost looks like a hulking thing, but I don't know.
Hey, 1 second. I gotta grab something for my little sister. Give me like 60 seconds at most.
Yeah, no worries. So, as we were talking about some of the things that are on our pull list and some of the things we have been picking up, again, on the Image, Pretty Violent did finish up. The story arc is ended. You're going to be able to pick up the trade, I believe, pretty soon. And then also you're going to be able to pick up issue 7 in about 2 months, I believe. And then, Spawn is still doing well. We got, what is that? Issue 304 that came out just 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, it's doing well, along with Undiscovered Country. I know people are kind of wavering on how that's been working out, but those of which that have been, how should I say, hardcore readers of it are loving it. Those of which that have been buying it for spec are not happy. And then Heart Attack, I didn't jump on board, but it looks so freaking cool. Just like Middle West, that's what Dylan was talking about, that Scotty Young book. I didn't get on there and kind of bumming out. Same thing with the Ice Cream Man. I know it's on 17. I wanted that homage cover. Check that thing out.
Whoa.
But
wait, what is the Ice Cream Man?
I'm a little at loss in the sense that I think what it is, he's like almost like an extraterrestrial type thing hiding amongst people, and he's a lot of horror.
Wait, this guy.
Well, they did. This is an homage to Action Comics #1. So this is actually, if you take away what you see and you put Superman in there, and then you turn that into a car, that's the actual first comic book from Action Comics, first appearance of Superman.
Oh,
So it's an homage to him. That's why I wanted the cover. I was like, I want that cover.
It looks
then-
way different.
Well, it's the I would have to show Action Comics #1.
No, I mean, Ice Cream Man.
Yeah, this is what he looks like.
Oh wow, crazy.
Yeah, they had one cover of that, and I'm like, no, I ain't buying it because I wanted the Action Comics homage. But I mean, out there, yeah, exactly. Poor Porker. Fuck, that's harsh. Yeah, it was pretty harsh. I'm hoping it's only just a cover and they don't actually rip that poor thing in half. Then again, it probably would make for some good bacon.
Bacon.
Butter
That would be
bacon.
some-
I never thought of it.
But it would actually be like radioactive bacon. Radioactive spider bacon.
Spider bacon. I like that.
Get you some powers off that bacon.
Yeah. Hey, we're at 148. I can't believe it. We almost hit 150 subs.
Swear.
It's
Man.
that's so,
I
so
saw how
cool.
many are you at?
Yeah, 148.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I subbed you up again. So I
Did you
subbed-
really?
Yeah, my other channel. I told you I did. Make sure you guys go sub my boys up if you aren't already.
Thanks, man. So hey, I want to quickly just say, we have another buddy of ours.
Yeah.
I gotta fucking shoot that message out to you. Hey, Christy, you're now my moderator. You have that ability.
So is Dylan.
But no. But Christy, you know who to reach out to. Reach out to Don Wynn. You know what to say. I'm going to be plugging this shit. I know he just got his fucking money. I know he's kickstarting the hell out of it. The song, along with what I'm also getting at is David Pepos. Now, David, he did a book with Action Comics, and his book is going to, he's also known for David and Locke. It is the book, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. And so right now, the book that he's finishing up is called Going to the Chapel. This fucking book is phenomenal. It's only 4 issues. People.
She said it's Spencer and Locke.
Spencer and Locke. Thanks, Chrissy. Keep me honest. See? That's why I need you. More than one reason.
She even said going to the chapel for Pepos.
And that's
She
what.
knows it.
And that's the book I'm getting at. Is Going to the Chapel. Comes out finally. The last issue 4.
I need to read it.
Comes out next week. This fucking book is a hybrid of. God, I want it's very Tarantino-ish. Just put it that way. If you're into that type of story, you're gonna love this thing. She can't remember anything. I can't remember anything. It is.
You read a book and you're like, what did I just read?
A wedding that's happening, a bride that's uncertain, getting cold feet, a husband that is totally dedicated to his wife, and the dysfunctional aspects of what happens at a wedding, and then the explosion and subsequent implosion of the story that ends up happening. It's written so fast paced, your fucking head is spinning, and all you want to do is keep reading the next panel and find out where this goes, because every time you get to the next panel, every time you turn the page, the whole time you're like, there's no way this is happening. So Going to the Chapel, highly recommend it. This is
I heard that's a great one. I
and
heard that's absolutely hysterical.
it's great. I'm trying to remember there's this actor that almost seems like he's stalking David Pepos. I can't remember the name of the actor. If I he's a short, bald dude. everyone knows him, but he's been again almost stalking David and on buying the books and contacting him online, and he's also chomping on the bit for this story. So it wouldn't surprise me if this actually turns out to be somebody that wants to put out an independent movie, pick this up, and turn this into a bitch in 1 hour movie. This movie, I'm trying to remember the name of the movie. Babyface. This movie has a babyface feel where it is moving so fast and it's so fun that you can watch it 100 times over and still want to see it again. Going to the Chapel. Got it. You guys got to read it. So that comes out next week. So that's one of the things that is on our pull list for next week, along with Usagi Yojimbo, the ongoing story. Number 8 comes out. So that the number 8 ongoing story comes out.
How have you been liking
next
that?
week? I love it, but it's only because I'm biased. You know, I already know all the pre-older books. I already have a feel of what these stories are about. So, you know, it's easy for me to fall into these stories and go, all right, I know where I'm at. You know,
Well, you said you think I like the color classics better to start.
I do. And it may, and you may not even like some of the newer stuff because it is a different Sakai. If you look at his older works and his earlier works, they were a little aggro.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at his stuff now, they're almost like everything has to have a message. You know, so he's a lot more mature and everything's a lot more proverbial. That it's like it suits me. I'm an older guy, but at the time when I was reading his older stuff, his more aggro shit more suited me. So I think you would probably dig it too. It just has a grittier and better feel.
I wish they had more. I think they only had one cover for the Usagi colors. I'm a couple pages of the previews, and I think it was cool. You know what? They didn't really have like all those characters in the one that I read. So I think like I'm gonna really dig like the Rhino character, Komodo, and all that. So I don't know that one. Oh god, man, I hate that the Scotch tape.
No, not Danny DeVito. It's I would have to hit up David Pepos, but
thanks, Mike Rogers, for subbing us up twice and getting us to 150.
Whoa, we're
hey, congratulations! I'm so happy I'm on the live stream when you.
Damn, thanks, man.
Thanks for subbing my homies, man. They deserve it.
Yeah, we appreciate it. You know, we've been doing this not a whole long time, and we've been very very much embraced by this community. So individuals like yourself, we have a lot of gratitude towards. So thank you very much, man. Thanks, and thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it.
No doubt, no doubt. Always appreciate you guys chilling with us.
The chapter cover is cool.
Yeah, I agree. And then what else are we looking at? So this is next week. We're looking at.
You know that
smaller week.
Mary Jane cover that I was looking at. How much is that? Is that just like cover or is it?
Yeah, it's just cover.
Really?
Yeah, it's a cool cover.
Yeah.
Where she got her? She got like the boobies out or something. Kai, if Kai's all in.
It was like it had like a bunch of candy. It looked like pastelli.
Oh.
Yeah, it was all pastel colors, and
like for some reason the colors reminded me of how birthday cake ice cream looks.
Okay. I mean, they just released the next week's previews, but it's a small week.
Well, Ant-Man, I was watching.
And that's what I'm really pumped for. Dylan Burnett on that, I believe.
Well, Zeb Wells.
On the colors, right?
No. Zeb Wells story, John Taylor, Christopher on that cover. Edward Pestrovich on cover there. But Dylan Burnett is the artist.
Writer? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he's got like a really specific art style. And some people hated it on X-Force. I even wasn't that crazy about it on X-Force. But there's something else that he did. Fuck, it's going to kill me. And he slayed it, man. Damn, that's going to piss me off. I almost want to say he did kill something like the Ghost Rider and Donny Cates.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe it's Cosmic.
I'm trying to think who is the artist. He might have even been the one on that Interceptor book. Yeah, Interceptor and Cosmic Ghost Rider. I knew it.
Well, yeah, Cosmic.
Do you remember there was an X-Force like book that came out like last year before all the Dawn of X stuff? Some people hated the artwork. I only picked up like the first 2 issues, but he did the Cosmic Ghost Rider with Donny Cates. Says he did the Thor or the Thanos with Donny Cates, but I knew he did that Interceptor. Interceptor. I still gotta get the trade for that. I just got the free comic book day issue 1 because I heard he's doing a sequel to that.
On the Interceptor.
I actually heard Donny Cates has two indies coming out this year.
Well, the impression I was getting after talking to him, because he just finished writing his movie and he was all done about that, and he didn't say this. Yeah, but the impression I got after talking to him is he liked it. I think if you gave him a choice of, hey, dude, you could only do one or the other. You could do full-time writing for TV, movies type stuff, or you can do comic books. It wouldn't surprise me if he made a choice of saying, you know what, I think this was a good stepping stone. I've learned a lot. I'd love to be able to come back to it. However, my passion is to now take it to the next level.
I found it.
I think he would go that route. So what I'm getting at is, I know he's going to be busy this year. At the same point, I know he's going to be busy this year trying to pursue a writing career in movies.
Yeah. I could tell he loved doing that. He was like, the last few months, that's all he was saying. He's like, I just love doing this, man. Like, somebody give me another movie to write. Plus, most people are always thinking about, oh, he's doing Venom. He's doing, now he's doing Thor. I feel like a lot of people forget he's also doing Redneck, you know what I'm saying? And then I don't know if he hasn't ended Baby Teeth yet either. So, and then he's doing a sequel to that Interceptor book. So it's like, he's got a lot of independent stuff going on too. I feel like a lot of his indie doesn't get recognized.
Baby Teeth is supposed to end like 18 or 19, isn't it?
I think so.
And I think that's one of the things he wants to do is he wants to finalize stuff and put all his ducks in a line, see what will be made available if he says, I now have time. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I agree with, I think one of the things that you're pointing out is I think people kind of box him in, think he's a one-trick pony when he's pretty dynamic. He can do some stuff.
I know. Yep. I agree.
So what I was talking about as far as Ant-Man coming out next.
I think he's only good for killing off.
Well, every time when someone says Donny Cates, they always go. Yeah.
See, it's this cover.
Oh, that is cool.
Because you can't. I don't know if you can see it from here, but can you hold this because I want to point out a couple of things. So you got Spider-Man hanging from her like pinky, and then you have Electro-Man putting on her lipstick, and then you have what I think to be it's that one hunter dude,
It's what's
it's the hunter.
Craven?
Yeah, well, that's
Craven. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Craven doing her eyelashes, and then you got Dr. Octopus like curling her hair, and then you have Sandman down here making like ice cream.
Well, it's a Sinister Six. It's a Sinister Six thing.
It looks very like Tokyo Poppy in the way that there's like just how it is.
It does look really cool.
It's wait a minute. So it's the first variant, I think. Yeah.
Let's read this thing. So you're looking at no, that's a B cover.
Oh, whoa! I was looking. I was looking in the
wrong
place.
as far as Ant-Man is concerned, I was watching economics and comics, and his big thing is he always tries to pick out certain keys. But one of the things that he did make mention that I was kind of listening to was when Ant-Man relaunches, it's relaunching not only as a reboot, but they're actually going to do a lot of first appearances in this. And the way he was describing it, it seemed like there was going to be more than 3. So usually when there's a lot of that, you usually get a death or 2 in there, and then if one of these things survives, they tend to survive. So I was looking to check that out because it sounds like it's start off with a bang.
Oh, it it's a Mysterio.
Baby Mysterio down there. Check that out. Oh,
it's
down there.
Oh yeah, it's got a down. Also, look right here. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be the Green Goblin, maybe. So like a little dragon.
I can't even tell. But also, my Black Cat 9 comes out next week too. And I'm looking forward to that. What they're actually finally going to do some more than just an A copy or a hardcore incentive that I know of. Because it's the Gwen Stacy variants that are coming out. So
yeah,
they're doing a Black Cat 9 with a Gwen Stacy B cover, but more than that, in the next 2 issues, Wolverine is going to be in the Black Cat. So she's been ripping off from everybody, and it's been building up to this. There's going to be a big showdown. She's already basically made enemies with the guild. The ultimate goal is to basically rip them off for everything that they have in this, how should I say, void place where they keep all the money. And that's where the story is kind of bringing up to this point, all 8 issues. So it looks interesting how they're bringing in Wolverine, and the next I believe to get ripped off is, God, who they're saying it's going to be. Well, Strange already got ripped off too, so it'd have to be Uncanny X-Men. So it looks like they're breaking into that house. Wolverine's coming in, and Chris Anka is going to actually be doing the next couple issues. So that's something to look forward to. Art's going to be killer.
Damn. That's awesome.
Captain America, the end, that comes out, and that will finalize that whole end series.
I feel like this cover is actually going to be pretty hot, especially it's done by Ramos.
Oh, the Amazing Mary Jane.
Yeah, I don't know why. It looks like one of those, those Action Comic 1000 type thingies.
Yeah, that won't be out until next.
And that's what I mean is we'll see. Because when I saw this, I actually saw this when I was on our Instagram account, and I saw a couple posts talking about it. Like, this was a really cool cover.
The Ghost Spider trade comes out next week, so that's if you haven't been able to get all the Ghost Spider stuff and you want to be able to pick it up on trade, recommend do that. And that Immortal Hulk. So that Immortal Hulk comes out next week, man. Great Power. I'm getting both covers on that, both the A and the B.
I forget. I didn't look at both covers. I see the man.
There's the let's see here. There's the B cover.
Okay. Yeah, that is cool with the what is that in the background? An airplane or something crashing?
Yeah, it's like a helicopter or something.
I'm really excited for that Ant-Man. When I first got back into comics, there was an Ant-Man like 4-ish. Yeah, that's the one I'm getting for sure. That's awesome. Yeah. I'm getting that because it's like there's a Captain America the End story. I might have to snag that up. You know who's doing it? Eric Larson.
Yeah, Captain
Eric Larson's writing and doing the art. He's doing the artwork too.
Yeah.
He's writing and doing the art. That's crazy.
This weekend at Costa Mesa event, I could have got in there for $20 but I didn't find out what he was charging because I have a lot of Eric Larson books. I have Savage Dragon stuff.
Oh, that's a cool.
Spider-Man stuff, and But yeah, this Captain
Right.
America, this ends the whole Ends series. This wraps it up.
Oh, that's the one I might actually get because I'm a huge Captain America fan. And once I saw Eric Larson on it, I'm like, oh, that could be really cool.
And you know me with my symbiotes, so the only one I
probably will just stick with I'll probably just stick with the A cover for Immortal Hulk. I'm guessing he won't even have the B cover too. You know how it is.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, that's the way it is.
That's so dumb.
And then I guess Spider-Ham #1 second printing comes out, so I guess they've been doing well.
Really?
Yeah, I'm shocked. It's not a book that normally has a huge following, but the cool thing is Kai. Well, I've been telling him about this book, and damn, Hero and the kids. I wish you guys were out there because I highly recommend Spider-Man and Venom Double Trouble. It is such a fun book. It's on that whole line of Spider-Ham. I mean, you don't have to be a hardcore intellect to actually enjoy it. It's pretty, just a very passive book, but fun. I mean, I'm buying all of it, and so the last issue, which is #4, comes out next week, and that's it. That wraps it up for Spider-Man and Venom Double Trouble. You gonna play some music, son?
Oh, could you guys hear the music when I played it?
No, I didn't hear no music.
Try this.
Well, not right now. How about now? You hear anything now?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, even Venom 21, the Crane cover, they're doing a second printing of that Crane cover.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have to admit, I mean, shit, it's what I've had on my store folio for the past 3 months.
Yeah, second print. I'm bummed because I want that because my shop didn't order it. I reached out to that guy who wrote White Ash, and he sent me a PDF.
Oh, good. Yeah, Charlie's a good guy.
That.
I threw your name out there. I said, hey, look.
I threw your name, you and Perry's name out there. I was like, hey, I know you let my buddy Perry get an early copy, and I really liked his review, so I'm really interested in checking it out. And I was like, actually, funny thing, you probably saw my buddy at your signing last night, one too. So yeah, that might have helped me off a little.
Well, another thing that Kai and I do when we go to these events is we always bring shirts. And the reason why is in case, hey, community, if you are out there and you are watching this, I want you to know, Kai, how do we work this?
So, if you guys literally walk up to us and then say our name, 12 Comic Talk, you get a shirt. Follow through.
So if we are identified by you and you see us, we'll give you a shirt. If we run out of shirts and you identify us, we'll buy you ice cream. And if we run out of budget for ice cream, we'll definitely give you a shout out on the show. Hey, Barbarian. So that's what we do. I mean, it's all about the community. So when we go see someone we end up seeing them, and one of the first things that we like to do is introduce ourselves, tell them what our intent is as far as we are a show. We like to promote people, and
right.
We would like to give you a gift right at the top. So we give people shirts. So last night we gave Charlie a shirt.
Cream.
Shirt.
Nice.
We do what we can. Yeah. Oh, okay. So Christy, Charlie. Matter of fact, I think Charlie was at the soft opening at Mike Wellman's Atomic Basement that night. And
yeah, even Mark on his satchel keeps an Atomic Basement pin on it.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah. I was like, you were there? And he's like, yeah.
All right. So yeah. So he was there. Okay. So he was, and I did not get to introduce myself, but it was so packed and so busy that night that I didn't have my opportunity to actually meet with them.
Oh, really?
Well, again, we met with Anthony Ray Height to get another book signed. Also, we were promoting the actual site of the new comic book shop, so we weren't really as social as we normally are.
Yeah.
And we kind of had to get out of there. It was I think it was a Saturday, and we went there kind of late, so we want to kind of get out of there a little early and go get dinner.
Yeah. Sorry, they got Miles. Dude, they already got Spider-Verse 5 coming out next week. Did you see that? Unless issue 4 just came out a week or two ago.
But they're so far behind, I doubt it'll actually happen.
And that cover looks dope. Spider-Man and Norray, or Spider-Man Norray or something. That's one. X-Men Fantastic Four. Are you gonna be grabbing that?
I won't. I try to stay away from team
Zdarsky. Really?
No.
But you're smart for it, because I think I should be probably staying away from it. But I've been hooked into the X-Men stuff, so I'm gonna give issue 1 a shot. It's a small week. It seems like a smaller week, so that's another reason. And once next month starts, or actually, I don't think a lot of the indies come to like maybe midway next month or March. So once those start coming in, then I'm gonna be dropping a lot more books.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but I was saying that March was going to be fucking heavy.
Yeah.
And sure enough, not only March is going to be heavy, but with 5 weeks in April.
Mm-hmm.
April is looking
5 weeks this month.
So I'm like I said, being that I'm dumping, I'm not going to do this Empire thing.
Yeah, no way. I never even gave it a thought.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I can intro you guys. Okay. Yeah, she just
TMNT Power Rangers 3. I'm so pumped. TMNT Power Rangers 3 next week. You've been reading that?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I am. And that's why I told my shop, because I'm going to be working next week. And when I go to work, I go to a place called Mega City 1. It's right next to my house. They open up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Earlier than almost any other comic shop.
My shop don't open till 11.
But the problem is they do not 62 short stores. Well, once you're past, I gotta. What the hell is that? Fucking. They're like your shop, but they don't have large orders, because only 3 blocks away is Golden Apple, and they're doing massive sales. That's where. So. Yeah, I can get in there early. Yeah, I can get some cool books that are A and B covers. But if I'm looking for an incentive or a 1 in 10, it ain't going to be there. So I have to go to my other shop and go, hey, which I did yesterday. I asked them, I go, can you pull me the retailer incentive covers? So that the worker turns to the owner and says, do we even get those? I said, yeah, you usually get 2 to 3 of them. Oh, okay. And then he looked over and, do we usually charge cover for those? I said, all the time, man, all the time.
Did you see they got the first and second printings coming out next week for TMNT Power Rangers? I was going to try to order it to get that 1 per store, but of course I couldn't. I got the Ninja Turtle. It's a Ninja Turtles 1, Ninja Turtles 2, and they look kind of like the 1 per stores where they're holding. Like they got I think the A cover for the second printing for issue 1 is just the same as issue 1, but I actually like this better. It's like New York City, but at night.
I did see it.
You saw that?
Yeah, I did. It is the second print, right? Yeah, I did. And I'm like, fuck, man. It bums me out that they do that. They sit there and they get you to where it's like, okay, now you got to buy another one and another one and another.
Why? Because you want the day and night. Yeah, man. I think they should have done. The night looks better, in my opinion. The night looks better, don't you think?
I like it, But then
especially
again,
because it's New York City,
It doesn't.
and they come out at night. They come out at night. Like, what the fuck are they doing, bro? It should have been at night, period. But I'm just sticking with the one I got. But they also had this one, first print or second printing for cover A. But I think this is a variant. Shredder holding the Red Ranger helmet.
I would imagine that's a 1 in 25.
No, the 1 in 25 is the where he's holding the green helmet. I
Is it?
believe. Yeah.
Shit, is that a 1 in 50 then?
I don't think so. I think that's just a regular
No.
variant. It's just a variant.
But the big thing about next week is supposedly
I had a pick.
the Green Ranger turns out to be is revealed to be Shredder, the new Shredder.
The Green Ranger. Well, no, the Shredder turned into the Green Ranger.
Or that way. I mean that way around. Yeah, it's revealed as such. Is the next one. That's what I was reading on that or hearing on Economics on Comics. He was like, "Yeah, this one's definitely a key. Number 3 is the key." Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm uncertain.
Number
But
3 is gonna be the key.
Cover.
That's
Oh
what he's
my
saying.
God.
Yeah, dude.
That's the bunny.
But that's not next week, though, right?
That is not next week. That is February 19th.
Yeah, that's a ways away.
But damn, it's cool.
Kai's already looking at Killer
I
Smile.
logged in.
He likes looking at my. I have an app. You're looking at my app, right?
Yeah.
I have an app called. What the hell is it called, Kai?
Fresh Comics.
Fresh Comics. You use that app?
Mm-mm.
You
It's a
definitely should.
It's a simple app, and it's pretty concise. It has a lot of shit on there. So what I'll do is I go to Golden Apple. I check out. I go through the whole month, check out their stuff. I do my pre-orders 2 months in advance, and then I use Fresh Comics and fill in the gaps of my orders. And I take that my phone, this I want to pick up to fill up the gaps, and I take that to the store and just grab my shit. And then I have Key Collector too. So
okay. You pay for Key Collector?
Nope. I just do the simple freebie app.
Yeah.
Maybe down the road I might, but for right now, I don't think it's necessary. Hey, two brothers.
Hey, what up, two brothers? Nick, my boy, what's going on, brother? For an MMPR book, that's nice, Dylan.
Yeah, I wonder where that came from.
Dustin was the one. I don't know if Dustin ordered those second prints. Did he, Nick? Did Dustin order those second prints? Because they had the A cover, then they had the variants, and then they have it's like a 1 in 10 or 1 in 25, and it's Shredder holding the green helmet.
And then I still haven't got to read Stars, so that's the one thing I'm reading. But I love the covers, man. The fucking covers. I got the A cover, and then I also got a J. Scott Campbell cover.
Yeah.
But I've been following the series between Ms. Marvel and Stars. So by the time they get into issue 4 of Star, there's gonna be some serious fucking battling between Captain Marvel, not Ms. Marvel, but Captain Marvel and Star. They're gonna be getting. They're going to be getting in some serious fucking fights.
I bet. Yeah, See, for the second printing, the one in the dark is the cover A. The cover B is Shredder holding the red helmet, and then the incentive is Shredder holding the green helmet. So.
Oh.
No, I know, Nick. I know you're just joking around. I know that's your little inside joke. Always giving Dustin a hard time about being a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fan. I guess I'm in between both the best worlds because I love Mighty Morphin Power Rangers like Dustin, but I also love Dragon Ball Z like Nick does. So that's why I can relate to both of them so much. They're both my homies. Oh,
hey, you see who's here?
What'd you say?
Hero and the Kid.
Hey, Hero and the Kid, my brothers. We got. I wonder if it's Will who's on.
Yeah, remember I was just talking about them, and I wanted to recommend to them one.
I told him. I told him
Spider
what you were
Ham.
talking about.
Yeah,
And then the show.
Yeah, the books, the Spider Ham books. I recommend that. Recommend. What's the other one I was just talking about? That. Oh yeah, Spider-Man Venom Double Trouble. There's only 4 issues in that, and it's freaking fun. And then let's see if I have any here. I thought I had a trade here.
Oh,
I got.
he got
Oh yeah,
the
you got.
125.
Okay. So
I know which one. Dustin got the he got the Shredder holding the Green Ranger helmet, no doubt, because he's a huge fan of the Green Ranger. I already know he got that incentive. I think it's 1 in 10 though. Yeah, it's 1 in 10. That's not bad, 1 in 10.
So I recommend Super Dinosaur. This is the trade, but for Hero to Kid, I highly recommend. This is actually an animated series now too. This is a Robert Kirkman story, and
Really?
Kai and I actually got both these. We end up meeting Kirkman, and this one and the other one right here that we have is signed by Kirkman, is signed by Jason Howard, and is also signed by Cena Grace. But it's a fun book. So if you want a good fun book that you and your son you want to read together, I recommend this one. I recommend this one. This is by Richard Fairgray and Mr. Eating, and it's called Blastosaurus. Issue number 7 comes out. I think it came out today, and there's even a Frank Miller homage that is a variant to that. Highly recommend these books are awesome. It'll take you back to almost like a Scooby-Doo days of the Saturday morning cartoons, where you're trying to figure out things. You're going through this little mystery type thing, and there's always some cool little message at the end. It's a fun book. So yeah, Hero and the Kid, I want to throw that one out to you. Recommend that stuff. It's cool reading. It's fun reading, educational reading, and it's great reading for people that just want to start into the comic industry as far as reading books at a young age, meaning it's definitely geared for kids that are around 7 all the way up to 14. So just want to throw that one out there to you. But in no way am I saying this show is fucking for kids. But shit, what else I was seeing? I think IDW had something I was looking at too. Yeah, speaking of Cena Grace does a lot of. Cena is an amazing individual. Cena Grace is a very talented individual. You'll look at this person, you'll see him doing editing for this company, publishing for this company, writing for this company, pencils, inks. I mean, Cena does it all. And so Cena actually did the cover for the Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle store exclusive for Brave New World. And at the time, that's when Cena was telling me about Read Only Memories. Read Only Memories has been out by IDW, coming up on issue 2. Or no, issue 2 launched yesterday. So Read Only Memories is a cool story. It's a launch off a pre-existing, I think, video game. And the story is basically like a love story of robots. And it's pretty cool. Cena was pitching it to me pretty cool. I didn't buy issue 1. I have seen him at the store. I'm going to try to get over there maybe next weekend and see if I can pick that up. But yeah.
Mike Rogers, I was saying that Dustin from Two Brothers Comics, he's a Power Ranger fan. I'm a Green Ranger fan myself. But yeah, when I mentioned about the Green Ranger, I knew he probably got that variant, the incentive, because he's a huge Green Ranger fan himself from Two Brothers Comics.
Yeah, I'm liking the story. I think even though that the Power Rangers had to drop one of the things,
the Go-Go.
Yeah, what I'm seeing is there's a resurgence in the interest in the Power Rangers because of this crossover.
No doubt. No doubt.
You're seeing people going, wait a minute. I used to kind of think of Power Rangers in this light, and now I'm actually going, they're not bad.
Yeah,
So,
looks pretty damn cool. If this is what they're doing, let me go check out some of the solo stories.
which if by the end of this, if it does do as good as it's been, if this whole story goes as well as it has on both ends, I may have to look at whatever reboot Power Rangers does, if any, or check it out and see if I can grab me a trade or something.
Hell yeah. It's definitely dope.
Dr. Veigman's with us.
I just got it in a box. I'll send it back at you, Dylan. You're talking to me, Mike? Damn, that's crazy. You got me on IG? Message me. What? I'm trying to think which. They didn't have any action figure variants from that. I think that's probably that must be from the Power Rangers line, which is that.
I would imagine. Yeah, I would guess.
Yeah, that's awesome as hell, though. He must have just got it in a mystery box. That's what I'm guessing.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that's pretty much what you see behind me is everything that I either have to still go through or partially have gone through. But yeah, the classic Usagi, this white ash, I'm looking to die to get into this thing. Did you read of the Weapon X thing? Did you read the other weapon story? The other symbiote weapon story? No?
No. I don't know which one you're talking about, but I probably didn't because I haven't been reading. I never really pick up those weapon pluses because I don't know. I was gonna pick up that one, but I told you my guy at the shop, he made it seem like a big deal when I asked to look through it. And it's like, I guess you don't want me to spend the $5 then. But Mike Rogers, I don't know how you can hit me up on IG, Dylan's Comic Book Rants. So I tried to type in your name, but I didn't see it. But what were we just saying?
I like the cover where he's opening the door.
Which one?
What were we just saying about a second ago before
Going out.
The Weapon Plus stuff.
Weapon Plus. Which was the symbiote one? That's the one I wanted to get, that one really bad.
But there's another. This is like a second part to the other Weapon X thing that was came out. What was that? 3 months ago. If you want, I can go get it. But yeah, it's what it is. It's all building. So it's like Weapon X, Weapon Plus. This is the Weapon Plus. It's a 2-part story. There's a Weapon.
I remember there was that one with Wolverine and Captain America, but I don't know. I'll look. Send me the link later. You don't gotta go.
Yeah, no worries. And then so it's all.
If I see it, if I see it, I'll know it.
It's all basically symbiote experiments is what they're doing. So as in the past, what was it, 30 years ago when everyone was doing the experiments, human experiments as far as super soldier and all that with Captain America. Yeah. Now it's all what symbiote experiments. So that was like Venom the End. That was all Alchemix. The chemistry company or whatever. I think that was what it was called. No, Alchemix, I think was the name of the company. And again, it was all symbiote experimentation. So that's what this is they're saying, back in Vietnam, is where some of the, or Korea is where some of the first stuff came in. So you had that Vietnam weapon symbiote thing. I can't remember who it was. What's his name? I just read his name earlier, but moving on. So they're all building all this experimentation symbiote stuff to build up to something that's, I'm guessing, is going to probably come out in summer. All these one shots are building to something.
Also, too, because I think Null is going to be coming in the summer.
The big one that I was talking about was fucking Wraith, man. Did you see that yet?
Wraith. I know what you. Yeah. The Web of Venom, right? Isn't it a Web of Venom?
Maybe.
I believe so.
I have it in previews right here, but this Wraith thing is what I've been also waiting on, and it is going to be fucking badass, dude. Because it's going to be a Wraith and Null thing, and I believe that we're going to end up seeing. I'm guessing, but we're going to end up seeing Wraith because it's a Kate's character. I'm pretty certain.
Yeah.
End up
it's Web of Venom.
Thor. That's where I'm guessing it's going to pop up. So
Dude,
here,
I gotta see. I want to see if there's gonna be a variant. Yep, that's the one. Is there a variant?
I've yet to see if there's a variant yet or not.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Dude, as soon I saw that like a week ago, I'm like, oh my god, bro, oh my god, I can't. Is that a Donny Cates character? Like, is that a new character? Or is that something that he's bringing back?
It's an older character that was first developed by someone else, but they basically gave Cates the ability to utilize him in story for continuity of Null.
Yeah.
Because so what he's going to do is he's going to write Wraith in there, and then I have a belief that we'll end up seeing him pop up in certain things that he does. So I believe that we'll see him in Thor. We'll probably see him in fucking Venom. And it's all going to culminate to something, especially with all these weapon things.
That's who he's going to run into on the way to Earth because, you know, he's got, I think that like that web of Venom might, I got to see what the solicits say. You probably know better than me what the solicits say because you got the previews in front of you. But I think maybe he's going to run into, you know, the Wraith on his way to Earth or something. I could be wrong, but because
it didn't hint at that.
What did it say?
The boy stole it from me, and he's ripping it apart. Dude, this is $100 book. He just ripped the cover off of it.
My previews, that's gonna be worth millions one day.
I actually still have some of my old Wizard magazines.
Dude, those are
and
cool.
I actually have the old all black previews magazine.
Really?
I mean, it's got to be fucking 26 years old.
Yeah. Damn.
Very brief. This is all they give.
Mm-hmm.
Since his appearance in Guardians of the Galaxy, one thing Wraith has made perfectly clear is that he's hunting Null, the god of symbiotes.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's been like floating around. And
how powerful is he to just be like, okay, I'm gonna go after this all-powerful being?
Well, one of the things that I've read in the description of Wraith is his speed is such that he can actually alter time. He can move through time lines to where, let's say he was to battle someone, he can actually move so fast, even if they could keep up, he can move through time in a period of time that you wouldn't expect him, and then just move out his little, he has like spikes that just come out of his body and shit, and just nail you without even, and then move back through time. So he's never in a long enough tangible timeline that you can hurt him.
Yeah. Looks like Gem Mint and Comic Tom might have their own new series out.
I saw that.
I just saw it. I knew though he was doing something with him because I told you I've been talking with him all the time. I always talk to Gem every now and then, but yeah, I'm trying to get him on the show. So that's why he couldn't make it last week, because he was doing that video, the video that he just dropped. I'm surprised though, man. He's doing a series with him. I thought we were going to be doing a live show every week about the spoiler show, and he kind of just dropped it. He did like two, and he just dropped it. I was surprised. It was his idea though to do it, and then we were like kind of bugging him, like, "Yo, so what's going on? Are we on for tonight?" And he's like, "Nah, not really." But then it was like around Christmas, and then we were like, "Oh, well, everyone's kind of busy, but we're still down if you want." And he's like, "Oh, I'm just kind of chilling." So. No, I really don't care, but it would have been cool to get on it because I was so new when I got on that first show. I was so nervous. I just wanted to get on like one more, but hopefully I can get him on the channel. I'm hoping maybe this weekend I'll get him on, but we'll see if I can tie him down, you know.
Well, it might actually
He's a busy man.
Down the road, maybe we can start getting Tom to start popping in on more live chats. You know?
Yeah, I mean? I wanted to. I almost kind of said, I was like, well, shit, bro. I like, honestly, you and Tom are the two I really want to get on. I was like, so maybe you can meet, you and him can come on together, but it'll be hard.
No. That's precisely what I'm getting at. Is, you know, this is the exact link that might, you know, help out. So yeah. You might not get him today, but you might get him both tomorrow. You know what I mean?
plus I did it. I had Ryan on my show, and Ryan's close friend with him, and he even said we did like a horror show where we were just talking old school horror.
I watched.
He's like Tom is a big fan of horror. He's like, because I was just spitting so much knowledge. Like Ryan's like, dude, he's like I felt kind of like out of my place because John told me he was a big horror guy. So I was like, all right, that's cool. Let's do horror then. And like I was saying so much, and they were like, I think John was kind of up there with me, but I think I was even kind of, spitting knowledge to John with a lot of shit, because there was a lot of stuff that John was like, oh, really? Like he didn't know about some of the stuff I was saying. So
yeah, there are things that you were hitting that I'm like, wow, I didn't know that shit. But overall, almost all the topics that you hit, I knew a little bit of.
Right.
But, no, your depth of knowledge, man. No, a lot of times I'm like, oh, I didn't know that either. Shit.
Well, you know me, man. You know how I am, bro. I take all the knowledge I can get and I use it, man.
Okay.
Like I was talking about Spider Ghost Spider before.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gets taken over by her suit, man. Symbiote form.
Nice. Symbiote summer coming.
Exactly. When I was a kid in '93, I remember everyone was complaining about the symbiote saturation. There was just too much. You know what? That's what everyone's going for right now. Everything that happened in '87 to '93, everyone's buying all that symbiote shit up now. So when people are like, "Oh, there's just way too much symbiote stuff going on right now,"
right.
All right, do what you say in 5 or 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, where is those stories, man? I can't find them.
Seriously, though. Seriously. Yeah. Especially now with Venom 2 coming out too. That would be cool. I don't know exactly when that comes out. Summer maybe. So that's gonna be awesome.
When does what come out?
Venom 2.
I think it's actually October. It's October.
Well, two things. He's supposed to keep the music going, and he's supposed to be looking up stuff like this. But he's flaking on both. He's going through the previews, and he's just hanging out and letting the music lapse.
Yeah, Mike Rogers, though. I'll try to look you up on IG. I couldn't find you. I typed in Mike W. Rogers, so you're going to have to message me so I can find you. Like I said, it's Dylan's Comic Book Rants. Totally thought Jim was going to keep live streaming. What, when I was on the spoiler show, Hero? Yeah, bro. I was like, holy shit. He actually wanted me to come on the first show that he did, but I didn't have my setup right, and I was nervous. I didn't want to come in and then my Wi-Fi would be lagging like fuck. Right. So.
Well, right now is only when I now feel comfortable about our setup, and I recently put more money into it. But I mean, I end up jumping on. I think it was with JB who first allowed me to jump on a live stream with them, and I was kind of freezing up a couple times, and I wasn't used to how to conduct myself, and and the lag. I wasn't used to all that, so I felt so bad.
I know. That's how I was feeling too, bro.
I'm like, fuck this. I put 20 gigs of hard drive in the laptop. I ended up bumping everything up. I was like, no, I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna make myself look like that.
Oh damn. Yo, that's awesome as hell, Mike. I really appreciate that. Yeah, just message me and I'll give you the details. That is super kind of you, brother. I'm a huge, dude, I always say I'm a huge Power Rangers and TMNT fan. Like growing up, it was Power Rangers and it was TMNT. So when this Power Rangers TMNT collab came, I was like, holy shit. It's literally my childhood bunched in one comic. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thank you, Christy. You know us, we just hanging out, bullshit, and having a good time. This is my favorite part of the day.
That cover looks neat.
So have you actually got to see any of the Strange Event Academy covers? I know you said you got to read a little bit of Thor, right?
I just read the previews in the Thor book. That's a dope cover, though. Who is the guy the Pumpkinhead? He really intrigued me.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? A lot of these are all new characters.
And
that's another reason
teaching this school. It was
introducing all new shit. So it's kind of like, think of it this way. Imagine being on the ground level of the X-Men.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's happening with the
Yeah.
Strange Academy.
It's they actually brought one of the girls from Runaways as one of the teachers. The I've never read Runaways. I've only seen the first two seasons of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Nico, the Asian girl, she's one of the teachers. There was like Scarlet Witch, Dr. Voodoo,
Right.
or is it Dr. Voodoo? Is that what his name is?
Yeah.
He's one of the. He's like
Dr. Voodoo or Brother Voodoo teaches Introduction to the Undead.
Yeah. So it's going to be
I think almost like Doctor Strange is like the dean, maybe, and then Dr. Voodoo is like the head teacher, and then they have other teachers like Scarlet Witch is one, Nico from Runaways.
They're all like individual professors, like in the X-Men. You know what I mean? So yeah, like you said, it's the Ancient One, Scarlet Witch, Coach Taylor, the Mindful One, Brother Voodoo, Magic, and Professor Man-Thing.
Oh, I didn't see Professor Man-Thing.
Yeah, he's the one that's doing all the plants. You know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. It almost like it reminds me of like kind of like Harry Potter, like Hogwarts.
And then when I was talking to Scotty, he didn't want to like use comparisons.
Yeah, because they don't
Marvel. But that was basically what he was saying is if you took X-Men and you put it over in the Hogwarts area, that's what the Academy is going to be.
You know what's funny now that I say that, when it first starts that these two girls, they're like one girl who seems to know what she's doing. I'll get your details on IG after this. Okay, sounds good. Mike, do you already follow me on IG? Because I couldn't find you. Like I was saying, like I said, it's Dylan's Comic Book Rants, so I should be pretty easy to find.
Now you're easy.
Yeah.
So I know Scotty does art, so is Ramos the writer?
No,
Scotty's the writer, just like Middle West.
What?
Yep.
Scotty just does those little baby pictures.
But that's the cool thing is when you have an artist that can write, they know how to talk to other artists, regardless if they're writers or, or if they're pencilers or whatever. So that's why I believe that's freaking gorgeous.
The artwork was really cool. I just like a couple like that. This page is like the best. This and then the next page I was gonna show you are probably my favorites.
Now that's the back of Thor 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one other book that it had it too, but I can't remember which one it was. There was like two books that had the exclusive in it. Not every Marvel book had it. Okay, I got you, Mike. I got you. But yeah, so when the girl is kind of showing this girl like how to get to the school, like get to the place, it kind of reminded me of Hogwarts like that, because they kind of got to go through like what did she say? They go through like Bourbon Street in New Orleans, and they're like, oh yeah, it's like kind of like how they did through the train station. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like that, except it's like Bourbon Street, New Orleans, and it really gave me those vibes. But it's just I wonder like characters, man.
He purposely chose the area because he's like, look, I was trying to think of a place that's best fitting, and I wanted to remove these people as far as I could from Fancy Street. Right. I don't want everyone in New York. Everyone's not in New York. So he goes, what better place for this setting to be than, out there in the bayou? It's all magical. You still have that voodoo-y feel, you know what I mean? And it still has an older worldly feel. He goes, yeah. So I have the whole setting there. And basically like what you just showed a picture of. He said he wanted it to be in a setting that was very rural, very, it's fucking gorgeous, man. And, he was telling me how Ramos was just capturing his ideas, but you know how it is. You can only phantom certain ideas that you can fabricate in your mind, but until you really see it, can you actually appreciate it?
Right. History of magical objects, elements of chaos magic, introduction to the undead, Inferno 101, magical plants and the care of and the care thereof.
And the care thereof.
That's the courses available.
Yeah. What I like is it says if you survive this class, then you get to go to study.
I think Shaman the one who you were saying? Is he the one that would be the plants? Because it showed Hellstrom. It shows Dr. Voodoo, Hellstrom, Nico Monroe, which she's from Runaways, Scarlet Witch, Magic, and Shaman. And then there, as they go, Doctor Strange.
And then it says the man thing.
Oh, they didn't show him in this. And then Doctor Strange is like getting attacked by this monster.
Oh,
I'm like, I don't see previews, man, can be like kind of, I don't know, man. Sometimes previews aren't enough for me because at this point, I don't know if I'd pick it up. I might give the first issue a shot.
What date does that say? You know when it says on the launch?
For this?
I
Strange
don't.
Academy?
Yeah, it doesn't
Humberto Ramos. No, it doesn't say. It says next.
Oh, wait. This is the second one. The first one's already out.
Because what I'll do is I bet you if I go.
It's not out. That just shows the previews. So whatever previews you're at, it probably comes the month before. Because you're probably like, that preview's probably showing March, I'm guessing. Not February.
Yeah, more likely.
Yeah. Well, it will show you. So it probably comes out. That's why they got the previews, because it probably comes out next month. But, yeah, it doesn't say. But the cover, this is the cover. Isn't this the main cover? I actually probably will give the first issue a shot. Because that
looks like the main cover. Yeah, that looks like the main cover. The first A and B look kind of similar on, how should I say, the way they're drawn.
Yeah.
But I saw a C cover that looked totally different, man. It was like almost Mirka, like, you know what I mean? It was like super surreal.
Edgar Delgado on the colors.
Let's see. When I go to this side,
yeah, I'm like on the fence on it because I am a big Harry Potter fan.
I don't know what I pulled up, but damn. I need to get out of that site. Golden Apple, they're signing.
So I guess the kind of school has never existed, nor has it needed to. But following the restoration of magic to our world, we felt it was time to teach the sorcerers of tomorrow. Each of you has shown great power and ability with the mystic arts. I never really have been a big fan of Dr. Voodoo either, but I know he's in Savage Avengers. I only have like the first couple issues of that. I wasn't that crazy about Savage Avengers. But I should have maybe let it go a little longer because I hear so many good things nowadays. Like a lot of people say they really love it. Because
I've not read any of that. The only reason why I'm interested in this is because of how, and I told you before, I mean, not even that long ago, that I don't do
team.
Oh, very to be announced. I don't do team stuff.
Yeah.
But when you're telling me that this is an innovative team, meaning it isn't just another X team, it isn't just another task force team, strike team,
right,
covert team. No. This is an all-new Magic team that has never been before, and they're being trained by Magic people that we already know pre-exist.
Right.
You know, it would be a very hard pill for me to swallow to say that none of these characters are going to develop. That's no.
So it's going to be like the first issue, I think, is worth it to get because it's going to have a lot of first appearances, if anything.
All first appearances. You know what I mean? I would imagine that's why, like I say, with like ongoing series, I always try to buy 3.
Yeah.
Meaning the first issues. Oh, fuck yeah. I'll buy a cover A more than like. I'm also a cover A guy. What I mean by that is when you think of the desired Venom #1,
yeah,
do you think of any cover than a cover A?
Not really.
When you think of a hardcore desired Venom #3, it's always cover A. Now, there are incentives that people would love to have.
I usually just get the cover A's. It's rare. I don't really go for variants that much.
Hey, Tagi. Well, and variants.
Thanks for
my attitude about variants.
Chad
either buy what
RCG
you
said
like
he
on a
just
variant.
subbed us both up. I'm surprised you weren't sub to us either, Chad. But thank you so much for fixing that problem, and
Yeah,
we both greatly appreciate it. My boy 1-2, they just reached 150. Now they're probably at 151. So congratulations once again, brother. Glad we could have this awesome stream. Sorry to cut you off there too, brother. Continue what you were saying.
no, I appreciate both you and Chad, man. Thank you very much. We were
Yeah,
just saying,
I just wanted to highlight that before we passed it up.
yeah.
Hey, what up,
slowly.
Taki? Good to see you. Good to see you, brother.
What the hell was I saying?
I know. Kai, what was he saying?
He ain't gonna remember. He's just as bad as I am. Chris,
The variant. You were talking about like people what they think of for the variants for Venom 3 and stuff.
Right. So my point being is that I have this rule that I always try to cover A, and then when it comes after that, I either buy what I like as far as when I'm enticed by a particular cover, or knowing that people are certain going after a particular variant, meaning a 1-in-10 ratio or 1-in-25 for the obviousness.
Yeah.
It's a ratio.
Right.
You know what I mean? So and I will do that, like I said, for the first 3. I will buy a lot of times if it's an ongoing series, the first 3 to give it a shot. And in the case of, I ended up buying when I was at LA Comic-Con, a guy sold me on his indie, and he only had, originally it was supposed to only be a 5-issue run. He got a lot of well-received accolades from it, so he decided to expand it.
Yeah.
And initially he only asked me to buy a single issue.
Okay.
But being that the way he was, the way that the story was, and how I felt about everything, I'm like, fuck that, give me all 7.
Yeah.
Depending on what it is. Hey, wife. We ate, and we're live to the world. You want to say hi to the internet and to the world?
No.
Your mom wants to talk to you. Hold the phone. So yeah, that's my attitude towards variants. So I tend to buy 2, a reader copy, a copy, and then some type of variant. And my variants I will stock away kind of nice. Sometimes I have a little display area up here in the corner that I'll put a book.
Oh, really?
And yeah, that's how I collect.
Hell yeah. I guess for the Thanos series, there's a few of the B covers going for more. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it just because that Thanos series is so dope. Oh, second prints. Okay. Yeah, I got the second and third print. I got the second and third print of Venom 3. I got to track down that Venom. I'm so stupid. I wish I would have bought that A cover of the first print of Venom 3 off Amazon for like $8 when I had the chance, and I missed it, and now that's like the grail of the whole series. And I have every first print issue of the entire Venom run except issue 3, and it kills me, bro, because that's like my prized series. You know what I'm saying? Like out of all the books I own, I got all of my Venom.
But you're missing even a fourth, issue 3 even went to, I think, a 5th print.
I got 2 and 3 of the the second and third printing. I didn't need to go any more than that because I wanted that third printing.
The only reason why I bought the cover A is because Donnie Cates was here, and I said, look, if all the stars line up, Donnie Cates shows up.
You have the first printing?
Are we still?
I think you do. I think you showed me.
I want to make sure that Kai was off the phone with Sin. Yeah, I just recently bought that because it cost me $40 to buy with shipping.
Yeah.
I didn't have a first print, but being that Donnie Cates was here.
Yeah, it was worth it then. I'm so bummed. I could have got it for like $8 on Amazon, dude. And now it's like I don't want to spend I don't have the $40 to spend when I'm spending so much weekly, No,
right.
One day, hopefully, maybe one day the shit will die down and I can get it, or maybe somebody in the community will have a good, like honestly, I wouldn't even care if the copy's like a little beat up or something, if I get it for a better price, I just want to own the first print, you know, for the collection. I would like to have a nice copy, but maybe in the future I'll get a better copy or something. We'll see. That's a hard one
books
to
like
get.
that. I can't bring myself to fucking open a book like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A first
If I
cover,
got
first
it,
copy.
I wouldn't. Yeah. That's why I got the second and third print now, because if I get the first print, I'm not even touching it, bro. It's going right away.
It's going right to C. Well, see, that's what I did. Once I bought the book, I basically I put it into a My Light with a full back, and I'm like, all right, this is where it's going to be in my store folio until we get a signing. And then when we took it there, I put my little. Remember, I pre-write my labels if it needs a press and clean or not. So I pre-wrote that label, and after he fucking signed it, I put that label on and told him press and clean this thing, and I am never going to read
too.
thing.
Yeah. Good night, Hero and the Kid. Have a good night, bro, and thanks for hanging out with us, brother. You know we always appreciate it. And if you guys aren't subbed up to Hero and the Kid, you should definitely check them out. They dropped their first 2 videos, and they're doing some really cool stuff. Another father-son duo there. Chad RCG. Yo, dude, that would be crazy. You would be like, oh my God. I'd be like, and I'd be so fucking, I'd be going nuts.
I don't know.
He said, like, I think I might have an extra if I do. It's yours, brother. Dude, that's so kind of you, man. Well, you know, I think you got me on IG, brother, or however you need to reach me. I don't know if you got IG, but if you find it, let me know, brother. That would be so awesome. And you know, I appreciate you just looking, man. That's very kind of you, bro. I think I got him on. I think he added me recently. But dude, Chad, you're the man. Yeah, I got you, Chad. I got you, Chad Williams.
I appreciate you too. Not only subbing, but you know, even looking at Chrissy's stuff.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's part of what tonight's show is about. Is we're talking about books, and I wanted Chrissy to basically hang out in the background, and I wanted to promote some of her stuff, and then convey to the community how much this show is trying to do that, trying to raise awareness about these artists and creators that are out there. And soon, definitely with the help of Dylan, we're going to be doing shows where we are featuring artists and creators on here and interviewing them.
Yes,
you know, because we want to make sure that 1, we can get them out to you, and 2, you can be aware of them.
Yes. You know. Yes. Especially these indie titles, they deserve the love, because they're, you know, we're reading majority of the time for the story, and these are story driven books, and they're not getting the love they deserve a lot of times, unless it's
and plus community.
Image is the only one that gets like a lot of love, I feel like, but it's like Boom is starting to get there. People are starting to figure out about Boom, but it's like there's a lot of smaller companies, man, that are still, they're on the come up, and they deserve it. What do you, Mike Rogers? Oh, we were talking about Venom 3, the first print. Because I was saying,
but if you're making reference to Christy, Christy has a few books. She has she's working on a Kickstarter right now to further ongoing series that she's been doing called Demon Bitch.
Yeah.
But she's also written this. She has a few other things. I highly recommend check out Christy. She's in the chat right now.
Cool artwork.
Yeah, she does cool stuff, and it's very fun. She's a very fun and intelligent person. So, yeah, we're going to be doing feature shows where we have these people on as guests, and we'll be featuring them, doing interviews with them. But yeah, also what Dylan and I were talking about is we were talking about Venom 3, and to address what I think it was Aki was saying. Where is he?
Yeah, Mike, we were talking about, that's the only one I'm missing is the first. I got the whole first print collection of Venom, but I'm missing that first print of Venom 3. But Chad said he's like, I have a ton of those Venom 3s, like 20, but I'm not sure how many are first print. A lot of different prints and exclusives for the book. Yo, Chad, definitely when you go through your collection, if you let me like send me some of those pictures of the exclusives. I want to just see those exclusives, because I swear And was it issue 4 that had the first Null on Throne before? Because they
Okay.
did like that Null on Throne variant, and then they did the third printing. Like
They did that on issue 3. They actually have a null. Okay, if my understanding is correct on time, the first appearance is going to be in 3. The first cover is, I believe, 4. However, they did do a third print of 3
like
that
a
he's
week later.
that too, but that came, I believe, the month after the
It might have
appearance.
even been a week later, bro. It was literally like, I thought they like announced the third printing, and then that's what I went to order because I couldn't get the first printing, and I was like, I gotta get that Null on Throne. And then literally like a week, like within that same week, I found out that they had the variant, and I'm like, oh shit. And the 4 came out first. 4 came out first. I believe you're right about that. So then I was like, oh fuck. So of course now technically it's only going to be a second cover appearance for the third print.
And that's the thing, is it's on a later cover, but it's the first appearance, even though the earlier cover has the later appearance.
Yeah. It's so weird. It's so weird. But yeah, Chad, I just want to see some of those exclusives for the book, dude. Because when I was getting into it, I was just trying to hunt down the first print. So then I ended up getting the second and third print, which I love that third print, man. So I just want to see some of those, man. But dude, if you get a first print for your boy, like, I'll fucking love you long time. Like, dude. Dude, come on, Kev. You know I'm always talking about that because it's like my holy grail collection. Because everyone has like huge collections. They got all these Silver Age books, and I just always feel left out on that. Because I'm like, dude, I got like no Silver Age. I got all this modern stuff. But dude, I don't care because my Venom collection is like my prize, man. To me, I love Donny Cates. You know, I'm a huge Donny Cates guy. So, that's what I love. That's what I love. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, dude, I love my Venom books, man. So you're the man.
Well, that was the thing about the whole signing. That's why, I had my first print of 1, and and I had my run. I'm like, you know what? Because I am actually missing. I'm missing physical copy, I believe, of 2 and 4.
Really?
Now.
Yeah.
Me? Yeah. Oh no, we do DCBS.
2, I think. I'm trying to think what 2 looks like. Oh, but he said the exclusives aren't that good, just black and white or color splash versions. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about now. I do. I think I recall seeing those. Yeah. Damn, though, my boy Chad went for 20K. He said I got like 20 copies of issue 3. He wasn't playing no games.
Yeah, he ain't fucking around. I mean, I buy multiple issues of stuff, but damn, dude.
Dude, if I would have known like how big Null would have been, I might have tried to get like a couple copies of the third printing. And that I wasn't even, you know how I am. I don't buy like a lot of multiple copies, but I wanted that Null on Throne so bad that when I first ordered Venom 3, I thought I was gonna get he ordered Venom 3 and the second print came. And I was like, dude, I wanted the third print. So I stuck with Venom the second print because it is cool. It's like that splash page of the Venom with the corrupted sign, like going at Miles. I think you know what I'm talking about. If I pull it out, you'll know it.
No, he has the null.
Yeah,
spiral.
And Miles is like on the ground or something, kind of like that or something. But I could pull it out if you want. But
because it almost sounds like that's the same Miles Morales cover that they did for Absolute Carnage.
No, I don't know.
Do me a favor and go to.
So this is the one you're saying you're missing, issue 2.
Tome we're on, and that's copy A, right?
Yeah,
that's copy A. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got. That's all I got is A covers. I just stick with the A covers because I think Stegman did a lot of the covers. That's the second print.
Gotcha. I don't even recall that, man. Okay.
It's like this is actually a scene from the issue.
Oh, okay.
That's
But
a
see,
dude.
like
This is
that,
one of my all-time favorites, though, man. I love this.
the problem
Love
with
it.
that is I went to inspect our copy,
Yeah.
and just below the staple, there's like this such a harsh rub on the book through the spine that it's almost eaten away a hole.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, this goes right down. It knocks a 1.5 to 2 points right off of it. I'm like, I am not going to sign it. I am not going to grade it. If at best I can get is a 7.
Yeah. I wonder I'm sure this has to be the most, like after the first print, I think that this is the most sought after print. It is. I should have got 2 copies of this, man. I should have.
Well, you know what?
Just to have one, because one day I want to get Donnie to sign it with like a red paint marker.
Because I don't know if this will make you feel any better, but I had I checked on my.
I always got this one. I always got this one to read, though. You know what I'm saying? So the second print, if I get this one signed, then if I get this signed I don't ever got to open it. I can just read this one, you know?
Drop that other one inside of a top loader or slab it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing right now is books that I feel that are just below slabbing, I'm top loading them all. And I now have a separate box that I'm putting matter of fact, I think they're in here.
Dude, Rod, I wonder, is this one really sought? Is the first issue sought after?
Yeah.
I remember Rod was gonna he was like, has anyone got this copy? And I was like, yeah, I got one. So I let mine get it because he was gonna give it to me because mine didn't have a copy of it, so I felt bad. I should have had him send it to me just to have 2 copies.
That thing is badass, dude. I mean,
but no, I felt I wasn't gonna let that. I know, dude, this is so bad with the gargoyle. But I was like, Comics on the Mind hadn't read it at all. So I was like, let him get it, bro, because I want him to get into it. So I was like, bro, you better, if you're taking it, bro, you better be reading that sucker. You know what I'm saying? I'll stack up on issue 1. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. But
there's 10 issues right now. There are places that are either selling them in bundles of 5 or bundles of 10. And right now, the 10 issue packs going for as much as around $200.
Wow.
All first print, all copy A's.
Which one do you want, Hero? The third printing or the issue 1? I think though that this is like a decent copy. It's got a little spine. It's got like a spine. Yeah, I kind of do wish I'd have 2 copies of issue 1 though. I don't know if Rod ever sent it to Mind either. I'm sure though.
You know what I wanted to show you that we were talking about earlier that I didn't get to show you was
just because it's like now, because I know this is one series I'd be reading a lot, so I'm like, damn, I should have. Yo, that is so sick. Isn't that Transformers and Power Rangers?
It's a Power Rangers and Turtles print. I forgot to show you that I have.
I thought I saw it. Man, I don't know if you ever did show that to me. I swear that looked familiar. I
got it signed by Cena Grace and Ryan Parrott.
Oh, the third printing, yeah, bro, it's so dope. Like, I couldn't get the first printing, so I had to get that third printing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask Rod and be like, yo, if you ain't send that to mine, just send that to me. I always hear he says he gives AOKs to anyone that's on his show, and I was like, that's funny. He ain't never sent me an AOK. But I'm like, yo, I always clown because I'm like, Rod don't need to send me shit, bro, because just having me on his channel was like his AOK to me. You know what I'm saying?
Again,
you were on Rod's show, right? You were on Rod's.
Yeah, well, we haven't done a feature thing. We're supposed to do ours in 2 weeks.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, ours is supposed to be, but we did do a guest thing. I'm like, hey, man, we're here. And then he's like, yeah, I think what it was is I think Perry put it in his ear. Perry lurked us, and he thought we were okay. So, Rod was like, "Hey, you guys are around. Well, come on." And we jumped on for a little bit, and he hit us up. He's like, "You want to do anything formal? These are my dates." And I'm like, "Dude, I didn't know I'd be down for so long at this period, or I would have said, fuck, let's do it now." But
right.
But we're still. I think we're scheduled. Yeah, I can look at my phone. We are scheduled, Kai.
So Now I gotta be on the lookout one day for like another issue 1 of Venom, and then if I can ever get that first print. I think that so it's like 1 and 3 are the big ones. Oh wait, and and 7, right? 7 or 9. The first Dylan.
Well, that's what I was saying the other night. Remember
got a couple of those.
Pattern?
Yeah.
It's numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 9.
Yeah.
Those are all the main things because 3 is null, 5 is the first full null.
Okay.
7 is Dylan, 9 is the first full Dylan.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
And then what is it? 11th gives a touch and hint about mom.
Yeah.
And then I think it's either 12. The second print shows her on the porch with Dylan in her arms.
We just
really? I forgot about.
Oh, you never saw that?
Wait, which one? Say it again. The issue.
I believe it's either 11 or 12. I'll get it for you if you want.
I've read them all, so it's just I probably just since it's been a while since I read that issue.
Cover, and then you see her on the porch. It's raining.
It's a cover.
Yeah.
No, I never saw that. Yeah, let me see that.
Yeah. 2 different shoes, and she's holding Dylan as a little baby, all wrapped up.
I think I remember seeing something about that in the book, like a flashback or something, like when Dylan gets dropped off. Yeah, bro, I'm sure that third printing though is like long gone because that's an early ass issue too. Maybe you can find it on eBay though, Hero. When I got that third printing, brother, it was like literally like when it first dropped. So that's the only reason I got it because I missed the first printing.
No, you don't have to. I'll do this. So
that third printing is like that third printing of Null is probably like my prized cover.
You know, I got some shit in here that'll fucking blow your mind. Like, I bet you've never seen this book before.
No. It looks crazy though.
Dark Horse.
I've never even heard of that. It looks cool.
Yeah, I got version 1.1, 1.2, 1.3.
Some cool sci-fi, I'm guessing.
It's fucking bizarre, dude. It's
really?
This type of shit was weird.
It looks so weird.
It's like Funhouse.
It's like Funhouse.
Meaning it's like a fun house type ride.
That's what I thought. That's what I figured you were trying to get at. Dude, you know me. Remember we were talking about how we love sci-fi. Yep. I'm sci-fi, horror, all that shit, bro. I get in.
Hey, this is for Biggie Shack. Biggie, don't know if you're out there, but you're some vigilante number 1 for you.
Hey, damn.
Venom. Oh, check this out. You know what's significant about this?
No, what?
You'll see a signature right there. That's Jimmy Palmiotti. That's Jimmy Palmiotti.
Swear.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Damn, and you got him to sign that for you.
Oh, back in 1993, May of '93.
Damn.
You know.
Hey, I gotta let my dog. Oh, you got that signed by Kirkman?
Yeah.
Sick. Hey, give me 1 second. My dog's just crying. I gotta just let him outside. Give me like 30 seconds.
Yeah. There it is. It's 12. So I was wrong. It ain't 11. It's 12.
That's Eddie's kid?
That's Dylan right there.
What?
Are you drinking alcohol?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Why?
You want to?
No.
Kidding.
What?
So this is what we were talking about right there. And
it's that second printing?
It's a Venom 12.
Okay, see, I remember that. That's from the book though. Isn't that they usually take those covers sometimes from like a panel in the book. Yeah, I remember seeing that in the book. Damn, that's a good one too, I bet. I never saw that.
So because this is the normal,
I would have picked that up too.
You know, so yeah, it's that's one of the only even numbers. That's when it starts to get significant on the even numbers is 12. So
Okay.
4 starts is a decent one, and
Yeah.
then 6 is okay. The reason why the 6 that I got is I got the scan variant, and then I had Donnie sign it, so I have a double signature on it.
Nice.
But yeah, now, shit. This is the 3 that you have. But see, my fucking edge is thrashed on it, man.
Swear.
Such a bummer because you can't tell. You look at it and it looks killer until you open up the page and you're like, whoa, what's with the hole? And then the 5. And then this is what I was saying about the 6. This is my scan cover, and it's double sign.
Shit. That's the one.
So
Isn't that the one you just got signed?
Yeah, Donnie signed it, and then Scan signed it at the LA Comic Con. And so when I take it back to the LA Comic Con, I'm gonna have him CBCS verify.
Damn.
So yeah, that's all I have. I don't have a number 2. I sent in my number 1, and I sent in my number 3, and I don't have a number 4. So I go right to number 5. But I have all my my first host. I don't know if you have any first host stuff.
Yeah, I have all the first host.
Yeah, I got all those.
First
which
sleeper
is cool.
and everything. I swear too, I think my first sleeper has like a huge rub on it. The first
I
appearance.
got all the funeral pyre stuff. I don't know if you have any of that from the 90s.
No, I have like the Web of Venom funeral pyre issue. I wish I had old school Venom.
And then I got all the Lethal Protector 1 through 3.
Nice.
And then because like I said, I'm a fucking symbiote nut, And then I got a couple of these.
Dude, yeah, that's one I always wanted. I always wanted that. Especially once the movie came out, everyone was trying to hype that book up. But yeah, I love that. That's just a cool cut. Yeah, that's a big one. That's easy to find. I feel like it was just hot when Venom was coming out. But yeah, that's a clean cover you got too. Your copy looks really clean.
Never been opened.
Really?
Yeah, I'm actually every single book that I show you has never been opened.
Really?
That's what I was saying before. Is I'm not catch-22 because I believe that a significant story is what people are going to end up wanting to buy. At the same point, when I was buying a lot of these significant stories, I wasn't reading them.
Yeah.
I'm only now reading it.
Yeah.
But before my mentality was different than my mentality now.
Yeah.
So especially now that it's him. So I dig interacting with him, and I dig reading these things with him and saying, hey, what do you think? And it's cool. It's opened up my perspective a lot. And it's allowed me to be able to share not only with him, but it's allowed us to be able to create this channel and share with the community, which has been cool. I've never been able to meet you. I've never been able to, meet Christy. I would never been able to meet any of these people.
Hell yeah. Fucking A. I guess Burke just went on. He was like, yo, I'm live. And I was like, oh, you having guests on? He's like, jump in the chat.
Who said that?
Burke family, 54 Conks. He's got 2 brothers on right now, actually. They must be probably, and this guy, Ryan. They let me join in, though, like a week or 2 ago. That's why I was like, what, you telling me, did you want me to join in? And he's like, no, jump in the chat. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I follow you, bro. I know, I get your updates. But no, they do, I think they talk, no, it looks like they're talking like all of the books. I thought like last week they were talking about Power Rangers solely, Right. But Burke is actually pretty damn. He's a cool guy. I was happy to get on the show for like 10 minutes last time. I got on like at the end. But no, I must misunderstood. I thought he was saying like, oh, I'm live. You want to hop on?
Yeah, you've had a few people on your show that I'm like, damn, I'm gonna sub these people up because damn, there's a few people you have that really know their shit.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, this is gonna be like very off topic, but Dylan, do you know of Mercy coming out?
It's not off topic. It's on topic.
Is it a book?
Book Mercy by Mirka Andolfo.
I know I've heard of it. I still like it. Once you said Mercy, isn't that based off of something like an actual novel or something?
It's an
Image,
ongoing,
right? It's Image.
It's an ongoing series that's coming up.
I wanted to know if you heard of it.
I have heard of it.
The person that writes it and does the art is Mirka, and
Mirka Andolfo, yeah.
Right. She does right now she's been doing that Unsacred, but she does a lot of covers. She even did the last cover I know she did was for Deadpool #5.
Yeah.
She even did Ruby covers for DC.
Yeah, she does a lot of covers and she does her own stuff.
There was like a live action trailer for Mercy. Like I saw it on previews or something. It was like,
you know what? I think I put it on my channel.
Oh, really? Yeah, because
I think I put it on the Facebook thing.
Humberto Ramos is doing cover B and Art Germ is doing cover C.
Got the Art Germ.
Yeah, we already pre-ordered ours.
The Art
I made a joke.
I'd say the Art Germ looks the best too.
I agree. You know, her work is so nice. If community, if you haven't checked it out, I recommend check out. I think she does Unfaithful too, but what I do know she does is Unsacred.
Okay.
Faithful? I can't remember which.
Unsacred.
No. She does Unsacred, but she did some other books that launched her to this point, and I can't remember what it was. But I mean, her work. She's starting to grab a lot of attention right now, and she's really close to really being a superstar out there. Hey, wife. He's on his way. Cool. Well, hey, dude, man, you want to call about here and
Sure. Yeah, we can go. I just looked at it. I was like, holy crap, we were going for 3 hours. I didn't even do it. Time flies when you're having fun.
I can't believe we started at 4.
Yeah, I started about 7. That's when JB ended because Eastern for me. But damn, so you still got a whole day ahead of you, bro. What time you wake up today? Like 6 to 7? What time you usually wake up? Early?
I think I was up about a 7:45, trying to get this guy going out to school. He has to be there at 8:40, and it takes us about 30 minutes to get there.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, you know what? You know, I think we kind of accomplished everything that we want to do in the sense that we inform people what our goals are.
Yes, sir.
I think we have an idea of what we want to do. And I'm going to end up talking to my my half brother pretty soon, and like I said, I'm going to see what he wants to do and who he wants to grab and how we can do this. And I think this could be fun as shit. So I think the only thing that we really need to do is kind of almost decide
chaos.
What book?
You see him in Burke's chat, and he didn't even show up once to say hi, did he? Chaos. I'm gonna fuck him up.
Fucking Chris.
I'll message you right now, Mike Rogers. So check your IG, brother.
Yeah, I think all we have to do is kind of figure out what book we would want to do, and then see when we want to do it. I mean, I'd love to do it next Thursday, but who knows if we're rushing it or not? I don't know. We'll see.
I just sent you a private message. I don't know. Sometimes if you have your messages set on a certain way, you'll have to like accept it. So definitely go check it out. Let me know if you got the message, my guy. Thanks again too. I appreciate everyone that hung out with us this long, 3 hours. We had a great time, man. I appreciate everyone in the chat. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys sub each other up. And yeah, man. You could take the reins if you want. Let them know what you got covered.
Actually, I was trying to go the other way around. I was trying to pop you up.
All right. Yeah, so I'll probably it's Thursday, so tomorrow's Friday. I might try to work in maybe my Thor review. I'm trying to do a Mask. I pledge allegiance to the Mask issue 4 review to end, my little series since I did every issue, a review for every issue. So I might try to pop in a review or two this week, or this weekend, dare I say, since we're already at Friday, basically in 2 hours for me, Eastern time.
Yeah.
And I'll probably be going crazy on the live streams, man. You guys know how it is. Look at what we just did. We went over 3 hours and we were just hanging out, bullshitting most of the time. We informed everybody on what we wanted to do, but other than that, we were just hanging out, man, having fun. Like, dude, me and Kev, we had, what was that, a 90-minute FaceTime conversation earlier before? Yeah. So we went like 5 hours today, bro. Like, seriously. But yeah, man, thanks everyone for hanging out. Just make sure you got that bell notification hit if you aren't already subbed, so when we go live or we drop a new video, you guys can see it right away, because we're going live all the time, and sometimes we're trying to find a time that everyone else isn't already going live. We try to find that niche where, you know, we can kind of have that hour or two to ourselves, you know what I'm saying, so we're not stepping on nobody's toes, because, you know what I'm saying, we got to respect the community. We got to respect our homies that are putting work in as well. You know what I'm saying? Plus, we like to watch those shows as well. You know what I'm saying?
Precisely.
But, dude, I thank everyone in the chat. Just, you know, look out, and you'll see your boy most definitely hanging out.
Yeah. Hey, community, everything that Dylan said, full on backup.
Well,
again.
Yeah, hit that sub, hit that bell so you can get notifications when we do all our stuff. Do that for all the comic YouTubers you're subscribed to in the community.
Exactly.
Make sure to interact, comment. Everybody likes that stuff. And this has been 1-2
Comic Talk, and we are.
See you guys later.
We're out. Yeah, I hit it, and it went away.
He's trying.
I hit it, and it went away.
It takes forever.